Hi, everybody. How you doing? I thought I'd just give you a peek outside what I'm looking at today. Here's my world. I don't know how it is in your neighborhood. Folks are just heading into the office, heading to work.
Here's my world. I don't know how it is
Wow.
in your neighborhood.
Let me mute that. Oh my God! Look at this. It's sunrise. We're just coming up. There's a bit of wind here. The pine trees here are just moving a little bit. Yeah, and we're supposed to get more snow today here in good old Calgary, Alberta. Oh my God. What's the word for this weather? Trying to remember the technical term. Oh yeah, I remember. Yuck. That's the term. Yuck. Absolute yuck is what we have here. This is April the 20th. In years past, it would not be uncommon to have temperatures in the 70s now. Global warming, my butt. I don't see any global warming. Unbelievable. Let me take a look at the weather today. The weather right now in Calgary is 27 degrees. And our high today will be 34. So it'll be a slush fest out there. I'm glad I don't commute to the office and have to buy windshield washer fluid and all that. So, oh God. Tomorrow, Thursday, the high of 37 with a 50% chance of snow flurries. Then we break out. 43 Friday, 48 Saturday, 55 Sunday, Sunday, 55 Sunday, 57 Monday, 52 next Tuesday with mainly sunny skies. So all this will melt away and we can look at the brown grass again. Yeah. Oh God. Although I got to say, this stuff sitting on the lawns right now and sitting on the fields all around Calgary, all the farmers' fields, and everything, it'll all melt off. It'll be burned off today, tomorrow, day after. It'll go into the soil, most of it. And guess what? Explosion of growth will come. So, in the long run, I suppose we should be going, okay, this will be better. And the other good news is where I used to live in Creston, which is west of here and south of here. And generally that weather slowly comes our way. They're in the 60s this weekend. So warmer weather is getting closer to here. It's getting closer. It just hasn't made it yet. I note that in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, which is dead south of here and west a bit, mid 60s next week. So there's a hint of warmer weather not too far away from Calgary, but it's not here. It's just so depressing. Welcome everybody. There's the old man rant. He doesn't even like the weather. Oh man, this guy is really up against it. Thank you all for being here. Thank you also to all of you fabulous viewers that have already hit the thumbs up button today. Thank you. 45 thumbs ups are already in the house. And you're doing me a solid hitting the thumbs up button if you can. Give the show some early momentum. Let me know what number you are. Let me know what number, thumbs up number you are when you hit the thumbs up button. I do appreciate this very much. And there we go. 54 now are in here. They're coming on. There's 157 of you here, and you're piling in as you always do. And here come the thumbs ups. Thanks, guys. It is much appreciated. Good morning to all of you from around the world. Tiff, you made it. TIF, you're number one today. Your number one thumbs up. Number one viewer. We should talk about Netflix. Mark Cherry, number 4. Man, oh man, here we go. That Netflix is overpriced due to Corona. Now it crashed since it could not hold customers. Nothing surprising there. Howdy, partner number 7. Lucky number 7. Way to go, Tiff, says Steven. Bill, I'm number 12. Bobby, Tiff, you got it. Number 1. Caverti, I'm number 13. D.H. Ruta, 16. Richard, I'm 20. Right on. Yes, I did it. I can retire now, says Tiff. I reached the pinnacle of my YouTube success. I was the number 1 viewer on Bruce's show today. This is all I need to complete my life. Jennifer, lucky number for me, number 22. Thank you, Jennifer, for being here. David, number 23. Dr. Walter, good morning, everybody. I'm number 26, and what's happening on GameStop? $152.85, up 38 cents. Jason, It should be. It should have been a sign when I decided to cancel Netflix, because I never cancel anything. Uncle Bruce will probably get the $9.99 from me until all of eternity. My only wish is that Netflix was nailing you $24.99 and you could become a gold member. Speaking for myself and my own self-interest, nothing personal. It's just business. That's all it is. Anyway, thank you, Jason. John, hello, everybody. Dr. Walter, congrats, Tiff. 99 Nation Global Yucking. Cindy, good morning. Frankie is here. Snow, what's that? Alabama here, Frankie. Good morning, everybody. Jason, happy 420. 99 Nation. Insanely cold in Seattle, too. Oh, no. Hector is here. Good morning. Frankie is here, number 32. IR Aaron is 42. DQ is 34. Bama Babe, I'm here. I'm 65. Are you really number 65? We have 86 thumbs ups. Oh my gosh, we're surging here. I can't keep up with all the thumbs up. Willie, you ain't first, you're last. Alberto, good morning, Bagel Familia. Wish you all bags of moolah today. I'm number 76. John Bickman is number 83. Bama Babe, interesting talk on your early morning show, Uncle Bruce. John Bickman, morning bagel heads. We had a session here a little while ago for Gold Bagel members only prior to this show, where I talked about trading alerts, which is what I do every day. I do a show for 5, 10, 15 minutes, depending how much time I have, for Gold Bagel members right there before this show begins every trading day. And I give them the heads up. This is what you should be looking for. Don't be waylaid by any of the fancy talk out of Wall Street. Here's what you ought to be watching for. Look out. Making mistakes can cost you money, and we don't want to be making mistakes now, do we? That would be a bad thing. Bobby saw a new article this morning. They're trying to get the old Buffett to retire. I did see that too, that I think it's the California Teachers Pension Fund. Someone's high up in that organization kind of supports the notion that maybe it's time for Mr. Buffett to give up the chairmanship of Berkshire Hathaway, and at the age of 92, perhaps be an advisor and retire a little bit. Maybe we could bring in like some young 65-year-olds or something like. I don't know. John, good morning, everybody. Bobby, saw an article on that. Tiff, I still watch Netflix nearly every day, but IRC, they offer better content in Germany, and we have less competition here. We only have Netflix, Disney, Amazon, and Sky here at this point. Alberto, welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Thank you, Alberto. The thing about Netflix, I gotta say, I've had a disappointing outlook on this stock for over a year. I mean, if you watched me last year, April, May, June, I said a year ago, this stock was 500 a share, 400, 500, 600. I said it's dead money. This thing's a dog. And it went to 700, like it got there at the height of the market when everything was at the high. And I just said, avoid this thing. It's dead money. It's dead money, dead money. Now we're at, what are we at now on this dog? 200 and something a share, 252, down $96 today. This stock's going to 100. If you think that it's going back to 400 or 500, you can forget about it. There is no hope in hell that these guys are going back up again. And they blew it last year. These guys are so full of themselves, as are many of the boards of directors and senior officers of some of these publicly traded companies. These guys think they are God's gift to creation, and they're just bums. They're just like the rest of us, simpletons who know jack squat, and they believe their own headlines. The Netflix boys and girls created a fantastic vehicle, and they evolved a fantastic vehicle. They lucked out by not being taken over by Blockbuster, and they were smart enough not to take over Blockbuster when they outran Blockbuster. They converted their company from a mailing out of DVDs to online streaming. The problem for Netflix, though, is that as each year has gone by over the last 15 years, when they had their glory days the last 15 years, is that all movie studios have or are becoming self-streamers. So the Disney people, they created their own streaming department. They don't need Netflix anymore. They don't need Amazon Prime to promote a Disney movie. They've got Disney Plus. Apple TV, and Apple doing their own productions. They don't need Netflix. um, the James Bond movies, just all the James Bond movies that have been done since 1960, whatever, they're now owned by Amazon. Amazon has their own streaming service. Amazon has got it right. They figured out, well, we'll buy content and then we'll be able to broadcast it at our leisure. So every 3 months or every month, we'll highlight another Bond movie. And we've got 28 of the damn thing, whatever the number is, almost 30 of the stupid Bond movies. Every 2.5 years, you're going to see From Russia with Love. You're not going to see From Russia with Love every week. They're going to hold it back because they got their hands on this baby for billions of dollars, and they're going to now milk it. Netflix has no access to the James Bond movies anymore. No access to Disney. No access to other brands. And it's going to get worse and worse and worse. And so what did Netflix start doing 5, 7, 8 years ago? Started making their own content. People at the time were saying that's a forward vision. That's a pretty good forward vision, making your own content, because look at Disney, look at the others. They're going to go their own way. What they didn't do, what Netflix blew, screwed up, totally missed the boat on, and now they're becoming the Blockbuster of streamers, is that they didn't raise $25 to $50 billion in cash. They had the chance to issue stock from the Treasury. They had chances to do 1% bond offerings, 0.5% bond offerings for the last 5 years. Cheap money, dying to go anywhere. And Netflix going to the bond market, they would have thrown them more money they could have ever wanted. Netflix could have raised $50 billion over the last 5 years, and they could have bought the James Bond franchise. They could have bought some of the studios that are out there. They could have bought content that was made in the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. Do you remember? Gosh, I keep forgetting. Most of you kids here don't remember the good old days when Friday after work, you and your wife, again, this is assuming you were in your 20s and your 30s and your 40s. After work on Friday, you'd either grab the kids or grab the missus, meet up with your wife downtown if you both work downtown, and you went out for a bite to eat somewhere, like your favorite restaurant. And on the way home, you stopped at Blockbuster. And you went into the store and you walked around the aisles and you went to the new releases to see what came out this week. And you looked at what came out last week and the week before and the week before, and you would pick off the movies you haven't seen lately. Then you'd walk through the classics, the movies that have been around for 10 years, 15 years, and you'd pick up Stripes, you'd pick up Ghostbusters, you'd pick up Die Hard, and you'd watch Hans Gruber all over again at your leisure on your DVD player or on your VHS player. These are the good old days. And these movies were $1.99, 99 cents for the weekend. And all you had to do was return the stupid things by Sunday night. That's all you had to do. By Sunday, between 5 and midnight, dump them off at the drive-through slot while you're picking up some milk or whatever you need from the grocery store or whatever. And you're fine. Those are the good old days, because you would go into a single location, a single retail location, very near your house. Really convenient. Like you had to get gas and you went to Blockbuster. Your mom wanted, we were going to have KFC tonight. So you go to the Blockbuster, go to KFC, get a bucket of chicken and go home and eat it and watch your entertainment. Those are the good old days, because it was cheap, really cheap, and really convenient all over North America. Now, you want to watch Die Hard? You tell me where to find it. Where the hell is Die Hard now? Where am I going to find Ghostbusters? Where am I going to find this movie, that movie, this movie? I have to have 5, 10 different streaming services now. I can't go to a Blockbuster. There are no Blockbusters. There's no TV online streaming Blockbuster. They're gone. They're all gone. It's all segmented now. Segmented. And there are more and more ads coming at you and me every day saying, oh, you can subscribe to our service and we have all these classics. And you're looking at going, these are movies from the 80s and the 90s. You guys want me to pay $15.95 a month to watch these movies? $180 a year you want me to give you up front. That's your plan. $180 a year that I got to pay you guys to be able to watch 30-year-old movies. When I used to rent these for 99 cents in my hand, and I rented them when I wanted them. And if I rented 25 movies a year, it cost me $25 for the inconvenience of going to my local strip mall, picking up what I wanted, and dropping it back off. You know what? I think I want the old days back. I'd rather have a Blockbuster than a streaming service because the other crap that's on the streaming service is garbage. Have you noticed in the last year or two, especially as you get into your 40s and your 50s and your 60s, you get older. Have you ever noticed that you go to Netflix and you're sitting there hitting the button all the time as to what you can watch? And you're saying to yourself, I've never heard of this movie. I don't know who that is. Who's that actor? What's that movie? I don't know. I've never heard of this movie. I don't know what that's about. Any idea? You know what that's about? I have no idea. And you're going down to recently watched or most watched or trending, and it's all the same titles all the time. And you're just going, I'm just getting the same titles given to me all the time. It's the same 25 movies they're pushing me. What happened to the 10,000 titles that these guys used to have? They're gone. It don't exist anymore. And I go, well, I just want to watch Bull Durham. I want to watch Kevin Costner, the baseball movie. I want to see the pitcher wearing garters, throwing the baseball. I can't find it. Can't find Bull Durham on Netflix. Oh, okay. Well, what about Field of Dreams? I just want to watch Field of Dreams. I want to weep it. I want to cry at the very end when Kevin Costner says to his dad, "Hey, Dad, you want to have a catch?" I'm waiting for that line. I'm watching that movie for 90 minutes for that moment. Can't find that movie. How about Ghostbusters? Can't find Ghostbusters. Well, where are these movies? Well, they're somewhere else. They're on all these different streaming sites. I'm not going to buy 10 streaming sites for $15 a month. That's $150 a month for streaming sites. What the hell is that crap? Old man rent? Yeah, you guys are becoming old men. You're all going to become really angry people out there if you're not already pissed off as it is. This is crap. It is garbage. And Netflix is headed for the heap because they are not going to be able to hold their 220 million subscribers anymore. They want to stop password sharing. They're soon going to make it so difficult for you to watch your Netflix outside of your home that it's going to become difficult for you to be able to watch your Netflix elsewhere because they think you're surfing or sharing your password. It's going to get more restrictive. They're going to try to hang on to what they have and make it more expensive by claiming, oh, we got the greatest content in the world. We make these beautiful series and da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm thinking to myself, you're not worth $20 a month up here in Canada because I now have to pay sales tax on your services. I have to pay a Canadian content bullshit tax up here to protect Canadian content garbage. Your content is Canadianized as it is, which I didn't want. I don't want Canadian content on my Netflix. If I want Canadian content, I'll watch the CBC television network. Thank you very much. I want to get away from my government dominating me, telling me what I have to watch. I don't want to have to watch Canadian-made crap. Thank you, but no thank you. But then I'm an old man. I don't support the young kids anymore, But then again, I was the same way when I was 25. I hated the Canadian content rules at that time. I hate them now. I will always hate them. And I'm more than happy to pay a premium to get non-Canadian content. Problem is, I can't get non-Canadian content. I have Sirius radio, satellite radio. When in Canada, I get Sirius Canada. I don't get Sirius radio from the US direct. I get Sirius Canadian. So every fourth song, Canadian artist. They claim it's whatever, but it is nightmarish, and it is annoying, really annoying. And so VPNs are the way to go because you want to get away from government control. What do you think the Russians are doing to find out what's happening in the real world out there? They're buying VPN services so they can get YouTube, they can get CNN, they can get Fox from the USA, they can get Sky News from the UK, they can get the BBC because they're fed up with the Russian garbage that they're being fed by talking heads on state television. That's what they're doing, and no surprise there. I'm sure that's happening in Hong Kong as well, as long as it can happen in Hong Kong. content is the key to Netflix and everybody else. The problem with uh, certain other providers of content is they don't have it. They have a smidgen, they have a slice of content. And so now what's happening is the streaming world is becoming what channel television used to be. It used to be, oh, we've got this movie of the week. We've got this movie. We have this movie. Soon, Netflix will announce we have Netflix Lite. You can get Netflix for only $9.99 a month. Yeah, with commercials. You're going to run commercials on Netflix. Well, that's watching television, isn't it? Isn't that like watching television? It has gone downhill, and it is going to continue to deteriorate. This company is imploding, and this $250 price is a luxury price 3 years from now. When you take a look 3 years from now, what the price of Netflix is doing, you see it trading at $49.50. You're going to go, oh, I remember the good old days when it used to trade at $251. Forget about the fact that once touched $700. Those days are over. There's an activist investor already involved in Netflix. I don't even know why. I don't know why this guy thinks he's going to do. I think it's Bill Ackman. Bill, get the hell out. Run for the hills. Stay out of this area because this area is bleeding to death. It's absolute garbage. Anyway, what can I say? So much fun. Members only, says Alberto. Bobby, I used to watch movies way back when. Jennifer, was Netflix the platform that hyped the Oprah and the Meghan Markle interview? Who did that? Or was that Amazon? I can't remember. Don't know. They'll spend $2 billion on one movie, which is only 1.5 hours. It's unsustainable how their studio tries to be a box office. Good morning. I'm number 96, says Sell My House. Thank you for being here, Testy Donkey. NFL X puts with such an obvious play. I'm a smart man. I'm your daddy. If you notice now that Amazon Prime has Thursday Night Football, is it, with Al Michaels now? They're going mainstream. They need content. And they're buying it. Amazon is buying content. Apple is buying sports content. Netflix hasn't done that yet. It's eventually going to become network television. These guys are going to become network TV providers on a streaming platform. And we, the public, are getting ripped off left, right, and center for our attention spans. And we're going to be bombarded with these split-second shots, commercial shots that'll just drive us nuts. It's downhill. It is really, really going downhill. I'm sorry, just what can I say? Hey, Daddy says 99. John, channels more and more are coming up with their own apps, trying to stick to the people that cut the cable cord years ago. They'll find a way to get money out of you. Nazareth, I'm thumbs up 103. Vilbus, Netflix content is often just not that good. There it is. Bobby, another 5 years, I'll have all commercials again unless you get the golden bagel package. There it is. Bobby, then comes the cable company streaming package on your smart TVs. Get $1 off if you bundle your streaming services. Aurora, good morning. Cindy, be kind, rewind. DQ, 100% Uncle Bruce. In the early 90s, Netflix and chill was Chi-Chi's Blockbuster and chill. Netflix has some good stuff. Ozark, Better Call Saul, Witcher, Umbrella Academy. But now I just sub once every 3 months or so. Catch up and I cancel. There you go. Bobby, the great old days were Columbia House. I swear I mailed it back to them. Alberto, I use YouTube, Hulu, Disney, Netflix, all under $100 a month. It's still ridiculously priced. Aurora, I'm number 111. Tiff, I know many people who went from pirating movies show to subscribing to Netflix, Amazon, because it was easier and you could watch most things on there. Not anymore. TIF. Now, where there are too many streaming servers, they go back to pirating just because they refuse to pay for 4+ different services just to get every show movie. I agree. Charlie Bruce, you are completely misreporting it. You did not just have to return the VHS. You had to be kind and rewind. Please tell the whole truth. Yes, you had to rewind the DVD disc. Yes, you did. Swiss, Bobby, I'm thinking the same thing. It'll come full circle. Cord cutters coming back to group packages that offer commercials. Bobby, I find them all online with IPTV at $18 a month. Tiff, FYI, Die Hard and Ghostbusters are both on Netflix in Germany. That's why I buy physical media. I don't know what that means. Smoke, I just stayed subbed to YouTube TV and Disney for the kids, HBO Max. Jennifer, me too, Uncle Bruce. I miss those days. Bobby, back to pirating, Tiff, due to the amount of subscriptions you have to get to watch the different studios. There you go. Exactly, says Swiss. Says Big Smoke Dog. 99 Nation, back when fighting over the last available movie didn't involve a knife fight. Jennifer and Newbury Comics with all the vinyls. Converting DVDs are free at my local library. Wish I still had a DVD player. Laugh out loud. I am your daddy. I hate my pirating days. Olivia, good morning. You got this. Number 114 thumbs up. Thank you. Spoiler alert, says Bill. Was Bobby, hey, the good old days of an 8-hour download to watch a cam movie film through a potato. I'm your daddy. Smoke Dog. And the reason I cut the cord originally was the stupid channel packages I had to pick from. Now it's evolved to which stream service to pick. Jennifer, Uncle Bruce, don't give away the endings. Tiff, yes, a subscription to an encrypted file share server is like $30 a month. Things are quite safe. I am your daddy. Laughing my ass off. I'm your dad. Memories. John, we were at my grandma's for Easter dinner. In the back room, there was a Sega Genesis and a VHS player. My boys were like, what are these ancient items? Controllers have cords? What is this? Mommy, I don't know what this is. Oh, the TV is an old square box tube TV too. Oh, man. I'm not even close to 20 a month. Cody works still. That's what I have gone back to. Will he get a VPN? Uncle B. Bobby, when you had it to squeeze your eyes to see things because the movie was compressed to 700 MBs in 2000. I'm your daddy, Cody, and a paper add-on. 23 Killer Elf. Bobby, do you have a recommendation for IPTV provider? I've heard there's a lot of scam ones out there. I am your daddy, VPN FTW. Gotta fit on a CD rewind RW. I don't know. Exodus is my favorite add-on. Bobby, I use Boss TV for over a year now. I don't give more than 1 month of payment though. I have a massive catalog of CD RW. Bobby, because if they're around a month later, Bobby, the High Times, I had over 800 CDs. Never-ending Alanis Morissette on radio. Oh God. Thanks for the info. Good call on going monthly. Laughing out loud from Olivia. Hi, Olivia. Lame Duck, 1981. My family opened one of the first movie stores in the area. No blockbusters yet. They should make a movie about the mom and pop stores. Best times of my life. The first time I got a VHS, Jennifer and I, we had to rent a VHS player because they were $800 to $1,000 each to buy. So we rented a VHS player for the weekend, Friday night to Sunday night. Then we rented 5 movies, all on VHS tape at, I think, $3 a piece. I think we dropped $40. $40 in 1980-81 for the weekend. But we justified it by saying to ourselves, hey, we're going to watch movies we haven't seen in a couple of years. We rented the movie 10. We rented the movie Arthur. We may have rented Stripes. We loved it. Brought the thing home in a Velcro carry bag with a shoulder strap, which fit the movies in the pockets on the outside. Put it on our television console TV, plugged it in. I can't remember how we did that. And we were able to watch movies on our television, our 26-inch television screen, at our leisure, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. And took it back Sunday night. Told the owner, loved it. It's absolutely fantastic. This is a really great idea. They came out within the next few weeks and months with deals like you can rent it for a week for $25, or you can rent it for the weekend for $15 or $20, but you could rent it for like a month for $50. You could get so these were coming down in price. We bought our first VHS player, 1984, for $400. That when it broke $400 to $399.99, we're buying a VHS player. We heard the future in the next 3 to 5 years. Discs are coming out. CD discs are coming out on movies. Those DVD players came out $1,000 a pop, and then they dropped in price. When they broke $400 or $300, we bought one of those. And then down the road, we ended up with a combo player. We had a DVD and a VHS player in one for like $50, $90. And the last time I bought a DVD player, they were $19.99. The last time I bought a VHS machine, if I ever bought one, $49.99 at one point, and they were far better than the first versions. Many years ago. But the mom and pops, we used the mom and pop shop for about 4 years. Then Blockbuster showed up down the street. I'd walk in there and I go, oh my God. Number one, the lighting. It was this beautiful lighting. I could see everything so well. In the mom and pop shop, they had spotlights and the light was flickering in the back corner. And the mom and pop shop had the little room at the back for adult movies. That didn't go over too well with some of the family-oriented customers, but Blockbuster, no adult movie rooms. It was interesting. The conversion, Blockbuster took over without question. Oh my God. And with a Blockbuster card, you could go to any Blockbuster store and rent. So if you were in Edmonton, you were in Vancouver, you were in somewhere, you could go to a Blockbuster, rent a video for a couple of days. If you had a player in the hotel room or whatever, and return it, you were good to go. Oh man. Swiss Butter. John, I loved Sega, Sonic, Altered Beast, Joe Tamman, Ear. Olivia, too much streaming competition. I like Hulu better. Smoked Altered Beast was my jam. We're 28 minutes from the opening, by the way. Bobby, friends of the family, opened our local movie store, got to dive into the movie poster room in the basement. One such a happy kid that day. Olivia, I watched the documentary about Jeff Bezos by Frontline, and it's actually insane how many sectors Amazon sticks its fingers in and then immediately starts monopolizing. Swiss Butter, Smoke Dog. Yep. Swiss Butter. I forgot about Mega Man. Olivia, all of these streaming stores only rely on Amazon. AWS, speaking of. Kid Chameleon. Bobby, Mega Man was Nintendo. Cam, morning. I'm number 130. Forget Netflix. Just go outside. Smoke Dog, time to fire up emulator. Laughing out loud. Bama, babe. Remember when everything was on TV was free? You remember it was free? I bought a $50 TV antenna. Bobby, all 6 channels were free. Bobby, Bama, babe. Oh, man. Adjusting the rabbit ears. John, Swiss Butter, Sonic, and Angel were my jam back in the day. Bobby, coax cable connection used to charge $25 for a membership. Remember those? They used to charge membership fees. Then it was free. Oh my God. So the first time I dabbled in hallucinogens, I played Sonic. It was a blast. Good morning, Bagel family. Cam, don't forget the VHS only worked when the TV was on channel 3. DQ, how do I see the VCR? Tune to channel 3. I'm your daddy. Switch the toggle to channel 2. I'm your daddy. Or was it 4? Duty, you had to pick 3 or 4, depending which was a dead channel where you lived. Lame Duck, $3 a movie for 1 day. Charge late fees per day. Rented VCR for a week. Cindy, I still have a Blockbuster $5 card. John, Netflix tried to purchase Blockbuster and they laughed at the idea and then probably got out of the business. Actually, Blockbuster, Netflix went to Blockbuster to sell themselves to Blockbuster. They were hoping Blockbuster would buy them out, and Blockbuster wasn't doing it. And that's when Netflix said to themselves, that's it, we're putting them under. They're not going to buy us. We're going to bury those bastards. And they did. Lame Duck, we carried no adult movies. I am your doobie. Happy 420. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We're up 25 minutes away from opening. We're up 150 on the Dow. We're up 19.5 on S&P, up 63 on NASDAQ right now, and we're up 85 cents on oil. As far as our stocks going, how they're going, our favorites right now, I'm looking at Rocket Lab unchanged. I got nothing on SoFi. I'm up $1.33 on GameStop here, 153.80 it looks like on GameStop. AMC is up a nickel. Matterport is at 6.98, up 5 cents. 23andMe down 2 pennies to 3.43. Spire off 4 cents to 1.80. ATIP down 6 to 1.70. That was last night. Smart Rent down 9 cents to 5.12. Nothing on Sextera right now. On Apple, up $1.38 to 168.79. Goldman up 2.04 to 337.99. Cisco up 24 cents to 52.07. Tesla up 5.36. Arc Innovation down 13 cents. Microsoft up 259 to 287.89. Bed Bath Beyond up 8 cents. Pfizer down 8 to 50.11, and Hewlett Packard down 4 to 38.65. Those are the latest numbers there. Let's see what else is going to happen here. Elon Musk hints at a tender offer for Twitter in another cryptic tweet. Apparently, let's see. Tender offer from Elon Musk. Let's take a look at this article here. Okay, whatever the case, observers of the Musk Twitter back and forth believe Musk could launch a tender offer for Twitter if the social media company's board won't accept his offer of about $43 billion to take Twitter private. Musk's latest tweet follows one he made over the weekend. Let's see. Tender offer. This would bypass Twitter's board and appeal directly to shareholders to tender or sell their stock to Musk. And this is the thing to remember about how this game is played. If he were to do a tender offer where he were to say to all shareholders of Twitter, look, I'm prepared to pay $54.20 cash for whatever number of shares you want to give me. You want to sell them to me? I'll buy them from you. Tell your broker you want to sell your stock at $54.20 for my tender offer. I'm opening it up for, say, it's good for a week, starts tonight or today or tomorrow, and lasts until, whenever. And any and all sell orders that come in, I'm buying the stock. Now, if that were to be made, the shares on the open market would go up. Without question, they would go up because there's an underlying bid of the stock at $54.20. Now, the theory could be that if there's a second player in the midst, somewhere in the neighborhood, if Facebook might buy them, or Google wants to buy them, or Amazon wants to, I don't care, anybody, the stock could trade higher than $54.20. It might trade at $55, $56, and Elon wouldn't get any. He wouldn't get any stock at all because he's only bidding $54.20. But at the moment, the Twitter shares at the moment are trading at a higher level, or the lower level than what is going on. So the question then is, well, yeah, what's going to happen? TWTR here, Twitter right now. The Twitter shares are $46.60 on the open market. I mean, theoretically, if you think that Elon is going to bid $54.20 on a tender offer because the board wants to put in a poison pill and they want to put in restriction, the stock will go up to 54 from 46. It'll go up. The question is, will he, would he, could he, and will there be anyone else, any other entity, group, organization, amalgamation, a Twitter-backed white knight coming in? Could that outdo him, outbid him, whatever? But the shareholders have the right to do whatever they want with their stock. It's free trading. You can sell it, hold it, write options against it, do whatever you want. The question is, what will the end result be? We're up 45 cents on Twitter right now, and we traded 885,000 shares this morning. So we don't have 20 million traded. We don't have all hell breaking loose on the market. Keep in mind there are 800 million Twitter shares out there, 702 public float. It's huge. The market cap right now $39 billion. He's offering 43 billion. The stock's trading below his offer. Now we'll see what happens. I haven't heard anyone else formally step up, though, and say, we're interested. Nothing. John, that's right, Uncle Bruce. He used to trick our little brother into thinking he had superpowers, so he touched the bunny ears to improve reception, although those old antenna bunny ears. Kiwi, I'm number 152 on the thumbs up scale, Bruce. Jason, I still have a pretty steady business on my eBay account selling Blu-ray, DVD, and yes, VHS as well. People still buy VHS. You'd be surprised at how many I sell per week. Lame duck. My uncle said we would pay for TV one day. Nobody believed him. God bless his soul. Beach Boy, number 153. So is GameStop giving it up so I can buy back my calls, or what? What's the deal, Uncle Bruce? on my GameStop. What is going to happen to me? What is the world doing? Well, GameStop is 153 a share at the moment. A volume this morning, 11,500. That's a huge nothing burger going on. What can I say? I just don't see the stock going much higher than this. I think it's going lower. I think the stock will go lower unless we get volume, and we're not getting volume. So I'm looking for lower prices. But you got to let the Dow open higher today. It might be a dead cat opening, and then we give it all up later today with some profit taking. That is possible. We're up 137 on Dow, 18 on S&P, 64 on NASDAQ, and we have 19 minutes to go before we open. Options Nomads, number 51, thumbs ups. Just finished watching the pre-show. Really considering HPQ as a place to put extra cash in a slow negative market. Yes, HPQ, a safe neighborhood with which to acquire shares, write contracts. Absolutely. Scott, free money selling Twitter puts? Maybe. Mallow, I'm number 160. Right on. Yeah, maybe Twitter puts is an idea. Cash secured puts, maybe around the $40 neighborhood. Commit to buying Twitter at 40 for 6 months. Can you get a fat premium? Take it. If you can get a fat premium, take it. I don't know if you can, though. You have to look at that. Anyway, there you go. Welcome one, welcome all to the telecast this morning. It's great to have you here. We are getting ready for the opening here this morning. I'm going to see if there's any oomph to this market. How much of a drive do we have at the opening? We did rise nicely yesterday. So can the Dow continue this run today? We were up 499 points yesterday. So 140 point gain right now sounds good, but is that going to last, or are we going to give this up real quick on some profit-taking trades? Because I would think that that is a possibility. Thank you for the 161 thumbs ups, everybody. Really appreciate all this support. Really love you for that. What else is going on? The Twitter story continues. The GameStop saga evolves, but still, GameStop could go back to 120 at any time. Going to go to 180? Yeah. But the odds are against it. We'll see, though. Well, we're here. Apple up 137. That is overpriced. There's no fear to write 170 calls on Apple. No fear whatsoever. Apple comes up with earnings next week, and it's not the earnings we're wondering about. It's not how well they did last quarter. What we're worried about with Apple is next quarter and the quarter after that. And I suspect strongly that Apple might be cautionary, and there may be analysts saying, be careful, kids, because Apple's numbers cannot replicate last year's incredible numbers because of supply chain issues in China. That's what I wonder about. And the stock is vulnerable back into the 150s. Just saying. You heard it here. Goldman up $1.65 to 337. You can write 340s on those. Cisco up 14 cents to 51.97. You can write 52s, 53s, 54s, all you want on the Cisco shares. Tesla, I don't know. We have earnings later tonight. ARC Innovation, $62 to $65 call options. Write them all you want going out a month easily. Microsoft up 239 to 287. You can write 290s to 295s all you want. I don't see any worries there. And Pfizer at 50.07, 52s, 53s all day long for a month or so. Premiums to be had. Thank you very much for the free money. Hewlett Packard 38.65, down 4 cents. It's just not giving up ground. And there's the beauty of the stock if you own it. The problem if you don't. It's not coming back. Mr. Buffett bought his $4+ billion of that stuff. The company keeps buying back its own paper. You got to get in at 38, but you can write 40s. Make money. Definitely make money. All right, $249 on Netflix. Volume so far, 3.5 million, down $98 a share at the moment with 15 minutes to go before we start trading for the morning. That is the deal here right now. Bama Babe, after the pre-show, I was wondering what stocks would be good to write covered calls on due to supply problems and what stocks could just be to hold because they will not be affected by this. There you go. yeah, obviously, companies that don't manufacture products, online sellers like the Oracles of the world, that there's a company that doesn't, generally have container loads of merchandise coming in. IBM. IBM does a lot of, they make a lot of servers and what have you, but they also make their money on services. There's a cash cow, and IBM stock is up. I might not have mentioned that this morning, but the old IBM is improving today. Just so as y'all know, let me just pop that up here. Good old IBM. The IBM shares, they were 129 last night at the close, 132.65 this morning, up 350 a share, up 2.7%. Volume is only 102,000, but there's no selling on IBM coming in here. 132.65. Much better looking market. The high for the last 52 weeks is 145.99, and the low is 114. So 132s. If you want to buy deep in the money calls, say 110s on IBM, you buy at 110 calls, you probably get them for under $2,500, good till next year. You can write options on a $2,500 IBM contract and bring in cash. I like the upside of I like your potential upside there. Cash flow, really nice. Lame Duck, we had 15,000 titles and over 16,000 members when we closed our family a video store. Movie companies raised prices by $60 and ran out all the mom and pops, and it wasn't Blockbusters. It was the movie business, and they did them all in, and they never forget. Friends said that was short Netflix from 500 last summer, got crushed when it pumped. Sometimes being early is the same as being wrong. Can happen. It can happen. It is what it is. Yeah, those old days of all the mom and pops who got wiped out. Tens of thousands of mom and pops had successful retail businesses, and then Hollywood did them in. They just screwed them over. And the same thing with mom and pop sports stores. Mom and pop, your local mom and pop sports store that sold bicycles, that sold did bike repairs, sold hiking equipment, sold camping equipment. They sold outdoor clothing. They had the boots. And then you had the mom and pops that were the sports jerseys, baseball caps, coffee mugs with logos on them, autographed footballs, ceremonial whatever. They all got ran out. They all got ran out by the leagues. They ran them out of business. They went online with their own brands. And then all the leagues signed up with one retailer, which is Lids. And they went with Lids, and Lids bought up everybody else because Lids had the right to the product and everyone else didn't. And so closed shop. No RICO investigations, no congressional hearings. Thousands, tens of thousands of stores with dedicated owners who would take care of their customers, knew their customers' needs, knew the parents of the children that would come in, and knew the kids' names on a first name basis, who would be there, knowing that mom and dad are coming in with their kids, and it's so-and-so's birthday, and he's getting a new jersey today. They're all gone. It's all online. It's all impersonal, and you get no service whatsoever. And the prices have shot up unbelievably because there are no savings online. You see, the shtick was that if everything went online, it would be cheaper. We would save money by buying stuff online. It's not cheaper anymore. You are done for. We have lost millions of dedicated stores with dedicated owners and employees, hands-on, first-class service. They're all gone now, and they've all been wiped away. And the same thing in the brokerage business. There used to be a stockbroker that would help you with your investment strategy, and you could come into the office any old time and get together, and we could review your tax situation, retirement fund situation, your capital gains situation. You could call me up and say, I'm hearing a rumor about company blah. Can you check into that? I'm hearing something really big from a friend of mine. I'd be on the other end taking down notes, what you hear. I'd start making phone calls. And I'd get back to you in like half an hour, 20 minutes, whatever it took. And I'd give you what I'm hearing. And I would either keep you away from really badly promoted deals, or I would tell you that was last week's story. This week's story is, and I'd give you the update, that so-called deal that they were doing, or the hot merger talk, it's all bunk, nothing to it. Stay the hell away. And sometimes I made you money by not letting you lose money. Today, you're on your own. Unless you got Uncle Bruce to hang out with, you're on your own. And how many millions of investors around the world, not in your hometown anymore, the dozens and hundreds, or your state or your country, not the millions around you. We're talking tens of millions of people worldwide are blind. They're investing blindly into everything. And these apps are making it so easy to do so. And that's why I keep screaming at you. You can make a fortune writing call options to the saps, because that's what they are. They are saps. There are saps out there who are trying to play the options market by buying call options with a week to go, 10 days to go, 5 days to go, thinking they're getting a lottery ticket. And they think they got themselves a real opportunity here to buy a 1 or 2 or 3 week contract and just make big money. And it's offering you the opportunity to not only make a couple of bucks, but it's offering you guys an opportunity that's never happened before, where $30,000 to $50,000 in your hands, less than $100,000 in your possession in assets, you can make a living from option premiums. It used to be you needed $1 million in your hands, and you had to invest in stocks that had a 5% dividend yield, or you had to invest in GICs with 5 or 6% yields. You could make $50,000 a year on your $1 million. And now with your Social Security and the home equity you have, and maybe equity in your insurance policies or whatever, you can retire now. You have to wait till 60, 65 to do this. Today's world, can you get your hands on $30,000 to $50,000 of cash? Can you do that by maxing your credit cards, which people do? They max their credit cards because they have a $20,000 limit a year, a $15,000 limit a year, a $10,000 limit a year, and this card is offering balance transfers for 0 interest, and so you can take cash out and transfer the balance over to another card and pay that thing off right away and owe nothing on it and pay nothing on interest for a year. And folks are doing this game. Then they're the folks who are reorganizing their existing portfolios, and they're going, I'm holding investments in stupid investments that make me nothing, no yield, no dividend, no return, no capital gain. I'm just holding this crap because it's someday going to be worth money that I can retire on. Like, fat chance I'm going to sell this garbage off, and if I can get a tax write-off as a capital loss, I'm taking it, and I'm going to shift it over into where I can write options against it and make a living. And folks are figuring out, you know what, if I got 50 grand, you know what I can do with $50,000? You know how simple this is? I could turn around and I could buy 300 shares of GameStop at $150 a share. That's $45,000. I own 300 shares of GameStop. I can write 3 call options at a time on GameStop. And I'm watching viewers on Bruce's channel every day, every week, every month say to him, I just wrote contracts that expire next week, Friday. They only have 7 days to live in trading days. I just took in $8 a share. I just took in $12 in premiums. And then they write 3 days later, I just bought those back. I just sold a contract for $1,000 a few days ago. I bought it back for $300 today. I made $700 on 1 call option. I can now do 3 of those. I'm going to make $700 times 3 contracts. That's $2,100 this week. Then I'm going to make a couple of thousand next week. I'm going to write contracts that expire every 2 week to 10 days. I'm going to try to bring in 500 a week, 600 a week, 700 a week per contract. And if you can bring in 500 a week per contract, just that times 3 is 1,500 a week. 4 weeks is 6,000 a month. Why are you working? What are you going to work for? Have you seen the articles, by the way, that came out? By the way, we're opening up in 4 minutes. There are articles out there talking about people who've been called back to the office are finding out, oh my God, to go to work, it's now $20 a week more expensive for me to go to work than it was in 2019. The last time I used to go into work versus now, do you know how much things have gone up in price? Gas is double what I used to pay for my car. Parking went up 50%. The coffee at Starbucks is $1.50 a cup more. Lunch at that food court I used to go to is now, $10 a lunch instead of $5 a lunch. Everything has gone stupid. And my employer is saying to me, oh, we got your back. We're giving you a 5% raise. We're taking care of inflation for you. Come on into your cubicle, shut the hell up and get back to work. I'm not doing it. People are going, that's $1,000 a year more to go to work. $20 a week, 50 weeks a year, $1,000 a year. And I can't write off a single penny of that. I have to take that off my net income. That's $1,000 net. That means I got to gross $1,500 gross to net $1,000 after all the deductions. There's $1,500 off my gross pay just to go to work and come back from work. And I think I'm being conservative here. I really do. I think I am. A lot of you out there have figured out, Bruce, it used to cost me $50 a week to go to work and back. And now it's costing me $100 a week to actually go back and forth. That's $5,000 a year net after tax. I got to gross $7,500. I get paid $75,000 a year. The first 10% I make just is the money I need to get there and get home from there, which is an hour each way out of my life. 2 hours a day, 10 hours a week, 500 hours of my life a year. 20 days a year of my life are wasted getting there and getting back. Where I used to be home with my kids. I used to be home with my partner. I used to be home alone. I really like being home alone. I don't want the rat race. I don't want the racket. I don't want the distractions. I don't want the conflict. I don't want the soap opera. I want to be away from all that garbage because I can put in 8 hours of work at home in 4 hours. In 4 hours, I can do my entire job. And the other 20 hours are mine. Or I can work another 4 hours for somebody else. And I can make double the money. And if I hire myself out as a consultant, I can make quadruple the money. What am I working for? Well, option writing is also giving this opportunity to people. They're going, man, Bruce, if I can bring in $5,000, $6,000 a month writing options, why would I spend $1,000 a month to go to work and back? Why would I do that? Why would I give up an hour each direction? I'd rather be at home watching the markets during those 2 hours, trading my options and making money. I mean, come on. Yeah, welcome to the party, pal. Nice to have you here. Nicholas, I want 73. Grocery stores carried movie rentals for $1. Remember those days? Oh, those are good times. Being home alone, I love it, says Olivia. Moonamoo, I'm number 182. Zach, I'm just letting you know, 178. We're getting ready to go, kids. We are less than a minute away from opening up for the day. What is the market going to do? The Dow is up 124 right now. We've got S&P up 15, NASDAQ up 41, oil up 75 cents. Let's see how the market starts it off. The bells are ringing. We're about to get going. Not Larry, blockbuster loyalist Titus is ringing the bells for us. Thank you, my friend DQ out of Pittsburgh. Thank you so much for stepping in for Larry while he's at jury duty. He will be back, I hope, in the next 2 weeks. Welcome one, welcome all to the party, pal. As we're getting ready to start another fun day. Look at GameStop, down. The Dow is up 231. GameStop is down. It's only down 47 cents, but it's not up $4, is it? Interesting what's going on here. We're going to watch this very carefully, see how this plays out. Look at the IBM up 575 to 134.90. You can start writing 140 calls on your IBM. Did you guys buy deep in the money calls on IBM in the last few months? Oh, are you laughing now? 134.90 on IBM. What a nice start to the day for IBM. GameStop 150.82 down $1.65. The Dow up 228. S&P up 19. Nasdaq up 35. Oil up 68 cents. Sell into strength. Twitter down a nickel. Sextera down a penny. Rocket Lab down 4 cents. SoFi down 11. GameStop down 99. AMC down 11. Matterport down 9. ME down 3. Spire up 9. Hycroft Mining down 4 to 169 a share. That is half price from a month ago. ATIP up a half a penny. Smart Rent up 23 to 520. Pfizer right now is 50.06 down 12 cents. And Hewlett Packard up 67 cents to 39.36. Winner chicken dinner on Hewlett Packard going higher. Robinhood down 15 cents. Vanek up $5. Home Depot up 260. IBM up 733 to 136.48. The breakout is on. Microsoft up 380. Apple up 95 cents. Goldman up 312 to 339. Cisco up 49. Facebook up 370. Amazon up 19.97. Tesla up $4. Google up $27 right now. These early morning quotes are here. We're up 275 on the Dow, and we're watching with great interest how the market overall will play. It's a good market for the Dow 30. Yeah, they're up 0.8%, but the NASDAQ is only up 0.3%. It's not following along. S&P up 0.53%. Dow is dominated right now by IBM. IBM is really moving the Dow. $6-7 gain on IBM is powerful on the Dow Jones Industrial. It doesn't hurt that Home Depot is higher, Apple's higher, Microsoft is higher. They're all moving the Dow higher. There you go. But can it last? That's the question. We had a 500-point gain yesterday on the Dow. How much more are we going to get in the second day? We're up 269. This could be a dead cat opening. We'll watch for this because the other two indexes are saying it is a dead cat opening. The NASDAQ is up 0.22 of a point. This is not good. We're only up 29 points on NASDAQ. This is not follow through happy times. Let's sell into this. Let's just sell into this and get some cash in our hands and wait for a pullback, and maybe we'll buy in this afternoon. That could be what's going on. The Dow's ignoring it because of the IBM thing, but it is maybe a little regional and not across the board. Oh my gosh. Let's see what's going on here. Vilbus, I need GameStop to go under 150 today. It's 149.43. Are you happy now? Yeah, happy. You should be. Phone. You all should watch Principles for Dealing with the Changing World Order. Idea of not working is crushing this country and is probably making the fall of this country sooner. Yeah, no, phone. I hear you, but I got to tell you, when you have employers that for the last 20 years have been crushing its employees, generally speaking, not every company, not every boss is a bad person, not every company is a bad organization. But all in all, for 20 years, the American worker has been crushed by their corporate bosses. And these corporate bosses have hired lobbyists to dominate state legislatures and Washington to make sure it's always good for business and screw the employees. Businesses need rights, and businesses now are treated as individuals. They now can raise money for super PACs, which means they can bring in legislators that hear their message and deliver legislation to make it great for business, not for individuals. And when you get 2 and 3% pay raises for the last 15 years, and you're told you're lucky to get that, be grateful you have this job, maybe it's time for a turn of pace. And now, finally, these incredibly experienced employees, these loyal people that have learned the business they're in, they've constantly had to upgrade their skills to keep their jobs, to be under rewarded, or to get to a glass ceiling and never get into upper management. These people have said enough's enough. I'm tired of being screwed. I'm not getting screwed over anymore. And the pendulum has shifted completely to the other side. And I say great. Because if you're a real company that really cares about its employees and really offers upside, you don't mind this. You don't mind this at all, because your competition will suffer, not you. If you run your corporation where the employees really feel empowered, they're really given upside potential, they never leave. They never leave the firm. Other firms that have high turnover, they have problems. What they do is they're looking at their employees as an expense. They're looking at their employees as expendable to be replaced by junior people with less experience overseas. How many Americans, Canadians, Brits, French, German, how many millions of employees out there over the last 15 years have had to train people that are based overseas to take over their jobs? How many? It is shameful, absolutely disgusting. There are firms out there that are consulting firms who specialize in helping corporations reduce their costs by showing them how to get rid of employees, how to eliminate entire divisions of accounting, customer service, whatever other services out there, to replace these people with call centers in India, Indonesia, the Philippines, to create jobs in India, Pakistan, and literally pay 70 cents an hour for someone that is working in Cincinnati, in Cleveland, in Des Moines, in Denver, in LA, in Houston, anywhere, you name it. They were getting 40,000 a year, 80,000 a year, 50,000 a year, 90,000 a year. Those folks have all been eliminated. They were all let go. They were all replaced by the 70 cent to $1 an hour employees in third world countries. And now it's get even time. It is get even time, and I couldn't be happier. I could not be happier for the American worker, the Canadian worker, the European worker, those who will never be in the executive suites. You will never get there. You will never be on the board of directors. You'll never be a senior vice president. You're never going to get an expense account. These folks have taken it on the chin for a generation, and they said enough's enough. This is it. It's over, because they're approaching their 40s and 50s and looking at their bank accounts and their savings accounts and their retirement accounts and going, there's no way I can retire in 10 years. There's no damn way. My employer has made it so impossible for me to get enough dough for me to be self-reliant on my own. I'm going to be stuck on Social Security, and I'm going to be in the poverty line if I'm lucky for the rest of my life. And I'm going to need my children to look after me if the children can. How many seniors are there right now that were once proud partners in the economy, that were leaders of the economy, looked upon by their employers as great employees, only to be abandoned when they hit 60, 65, and they're now living in crap. They're living in garbage. It's time. So phone, I love you, but I got to tell you, man, I love what I see. I love what I'm seeing here. When should we write on Apple? Right now on Apple, right into strength immediately. Do not wait. Hurry up. Sell. It's only up 31 cents here. Right into this strength. Right against Microsoft. Right on Goldman, 340, 345. Cisco, 53, 54, 50. Right options. Hurry up. You're running out of time. We're up 328 on the Dow, but I don't know for how long. I do not know for how long. We're up 20 on S&P. We're up 1 point on NASDAQ. More Netflix debacles are coming. You think this is the only one you're going to see during earnings season? You think again. Netflix is the tip of the iceberg of arrogance and complete ignorance of what is going on in the real world. In their own business, these guys don't get it. They didn't invest in their business like they should have. They wanted to create content and screw you over to make you pay $20 a month for it, rather than buy content to guarantee the library that they were famous for. They've lost the library. Now their content is subject to, oh, this is a good series, this is a bad series, this is an okay series. People are canceling their memberships, then they buy a membership for 2 or 3 months, and then they cancel it again. Because as soon as you've seen all episodes of The Crown, you get rid of it. And this is the game that's being played by all consumers more and more every quarter, every year, on all of the platforms. Every streaming service should be shaking in their boots this morning about what's happening to Netflix's stock. I'm warning you. Beach Boy, Vilba, same here. Splayer, Vilba, same here. I need GameStop to go down. 149.64 down to 282 a share. Agreed, phone. We cannot all stay home and trade options. Oh, but we can. We can't. There's only 353 of you here. 353 of you all started the right options right now, and we're self-employed. Guess what percentage of the American workforce you make up? Nothing point nothing point nothing 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 one. You don't make up any of it. We don't exist. We are a tiny sliver of the market. And that is why I keep saying to you guys, how many people do you know that write options other than the folks on this channel? Do you know anyone else that writes options? Can you tell me 5 other YouTube channels right now that specialize in talking about writing options? I'd love to hear who they are. There aren't any. Do you understand these guys? Can you figure out what they're trying to tell you? I can't figure out what they're saying. No, this is a sliver of the market, and you guys have found the sweet spot because you're telling me I'm making money, Bruce. Like, I can't believe this is legal. I can't believe I'm allowed to do this. Time and time again, I get this. I'm telling you guys, if you're not watching my classes, if you're watching me casually, you're not doing this, you're not writing options. I don't know what, I don't know how more plain in English I can tell you. You got to watch my classes and invest in a couple of them and just kind of, all right, I'll watch them and I'll know whatever. And if it doesn't hit you in the first 2 or 3 classes, you obviously aren't cut out for it. Move on. Just move on. Go to somebody else's channel. It'll tell you, buy this at $1. It's going to $100 a share. Follow those guys. Good luck to you. But if you want to make a living, you want to make a score in the market, you want to be around a while, you want to travel the world on your own dime and be self-employed, you want to be in an RV for a year or 2, take an extended RV dream run across America, Mexico, Canada, whatever. There's a couple ways to do it. One of the ways to do it is to be an option writer and let the market pay you to be an investor. Why should you invest for free? I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know, why should you hold IBM stock and just be happy when it goes up $6 in one day today, which is like almost never. Are you going to sell it today? You're not going to sell your IBM today. If you bought it at 110 and it's now 135, I know what's in your mind. I know what you're thinking. Oh, it might go to 140. Oh, it might go to 145. It all-time high in the last year was 145.99. Maybe it'll go to 155. You're never going to sell the stock. You're going to bring in the premiums. You're going to bring in your dividends, but you're never going to sell the stock. Why don't you write options on this stuff? Be paid to hold it. GameStop, you're a long-term believer in GameStop. Good for you. It's okay. But why don't you write options on this stuff and get paid to hold it? 149.28, it's down $3. I got people smiling right now. It's down $3 a share. They're happy on this channel. It's down $3. This is great. Because they wrote 150s, 155s, and 160 contracts that are collapsing under their own weight. They die this Friday, and they're going to die worthless. These folks are cashing in thousands of dollars, thousands, silently, anonymously. No one on their street is going to give them a hard time. Nobody in their office is going to give them a hard time because they're having a good week this week. How many times have you seen in your lifetime at your office at work where someone in your sales department or somebody in the office, somebody was praised by managers for being the employee of the month or setting a new sales record or closing a deal or whatever, only for those people to suffer the slings and arrows of hatred by all their coworkers, jealousy, rage. That should have been my deal. He stole that from me. She did that. He did that. Always being just downplayed. You can avoid all that. You can be an option writer. You can be at home. You can take in this dough, and no one will judge you negatively against it. It is the great liberator, and you don't have to be at home to do it. You want to go on a holiday to the United Kingdom for a month? You want to go to, say, New Zealand on an RV tour for 2 months? You want to go to, I don't care where you want to go. Where do you want to go? You want to go to Egypt? You want to go to Brazil? You want to go to Chile? You want to go to Hawaii and hang out for 3 weeks in Hawaii? You just want to get away to somewhere else, whether you're flying or driving or however you're getting to wherever you're going to go. You want to take a cruise ship across the Atlantic on a repositioning cruise. You want to do cruises on river cruises in Europe. You want to do a Mediterranean cruise for 2 weeks. You want to take your wife on a dream holiday to Germany, France, Italy, Spain for 3 months. You can do that by being an option writer at the same time. At the same time you're doing it. There is no limitations to this. Whereas in your office, if you are paid for the last sale you made, you are hustling for business in your office, and you're as good as the last sale. That's as good as you are. Everything you've done the last 15 years is irrelevant. What have you made for me today? That's what your manager's asking. How much money did you make this week? Why weren't you in on time yesterday? Why aren't you performing? How come your call ratios are off? Your closing ratios are off. They come to you with these statistics that say 2 weeks ago, 3 months ago, you were making 40 calls a day. Now you're only making 30 calls a day. Why are you slacking off on your job? You want that? It's waiting for you. They're waiting for you. They want to hire you. They're ready. You want that? Go get it. Go get it. Have fun. Or maybe it's time to be your own person. You got to make the investment, though. Time, watch us. Or time and money, watch my classes, learn how options work and how they collapse in value as they peter out. Take the money. It's being offered to you in the billions, because there are desperate players out there trying to play the options market that will give it away. You just have to go in there and take it. It's so simple. It really is. So many of my viewers tell me time and time again, I cannot believe it's as easy as it is. I thought this option thing was really complicated. I thought I needed a college degree and I would need accounting help and I would need all kinds of banker advisory and this is really scary investing stuff. It's not. They just hand me the money. They just give it to me. I can't believe it. Don't take my word for it. Listen to these comments. It's up to you. It's a test of his character, says Scott. Joe, Uncle Bruce, how far out would you look for buying some of Apple puts? Is June too close? Look, I wouldn't. Buying Apple puts. Yeah. I don't recommend buying contracts. You got to be a writer. You've got to be a writer. Stop being a buyer and be a writer. Why are you looking to be the gambler? I just wouldn't do it. I will not recommend buying puts on Apple. No, be a writer. Welcome to the party. Splair says, Beach Boy, lame duck. We should vote on Larry or not Larry to open Beach Boy. I vote Henry. Bobby, it's just not opening bells. It's closing as well. We miss Larry. He's coming back. Don't worry. He'll be back. Come on, Larry, back to us. I know he'll come back. I suspect NLT will disappear as soon as Larry returns. Vilbus, not what even does anyone mean by the fall or collapse of this country? I mean, really? Yeah, I mean, some people underestimate America, I think. H. Gregory, I feel like a non-member was complaining about IBM yesterday. That's why I pay them no mind sometimes. Bobby, I'll bet you he doesn't DQ. Bobby, you're lucky to have a job. Well, there's another job next door. We're lucky to have an employee. I could hit 714 instead of 716 at the new SoFi trade. My gut feeling is within my logic. I don't know what's going on. 704 on SoFi. We're down 36 cents. It's on sale today. The Dow's up 168. It was up 300. We're now up 143. The Dow's backing off. Twitter down 68 cents. Sixtera down a nickel. Rocket Lab down 7. SoFi down 36 cents at 705. It's a bargain down here. GameStop down 318 to 149.29. AMC down 76 cents. Matterport down 25. ME down a dime. Spire down 2. Highcroft Mining, 164 down a dime. ATIP down 2.5. SmartRent up 11. Pfizer down 40 cents to 49.78. Hewlett Packard up 62 cents to 39.32. Robinhood down 28 cents. What a morning. Home Depot up $6. Vanek up 3.76. IBM up 4.62 to 133.76. Microsoft up 98 cents. Apple down 15 cents. Right calls on Apple immediately. Goldman up 240 at 338 a share. Cisco up 64 cents. Facebook down 988. Amazon down 63. Tesla down 12. Google down 4. Bed Bath Beyond down 36. BlackBerry down 15. Royal Caribbean up 2 pennies to 84.50. There you can buy puts. Target up $1.09. JP Morgan up $1. Costco up 459 to 598.89. Walmart up 145. Nvidia down 148. American Airlines up 8 cents. That is going lower. That will go lower. Netflix down $115 to $232, going down to $50 a share in the next year. Snowflake down $8. DraftKings down 58 cents. Moderna down $4.16. Oh my gosh. There's red coming, kids. We're up 138 on the Dow. Yes. We're up 4 points on S&P. Yeah. NASDAQ down 63 points. We're not going anywhere. The dead cat bounce is over. We're backing off. We had a big day yesterday. We're going lower today. GameStop 149.50, and we're going lower. Beach Boy, phone. Ray Dalio speaks from his China position. He has become so obvious lately. Bobby, there are 10 jobs next door. The Fon Sotus. Absolutely, Bruce. Money in politics is the poison in the vein of American politics. There you go, Vash. Yeah, phone got nothing to do with wages. Never following inflation. But yes, anti-work is better than your pro-slavery stance is too common. Beach Boy, yes, GameStop, baby, keep on dropping. Olivia, what? But the American dream. Rob, Olivia, yep, that's all it ever was. A dream. You're going to have to be asleep to believe it. Swiss, but they have a double thumbs up feature. What's that? Why the face? Yippee-ki-yay. Netflix cancels good shows after 2 or 3 seasons. Worst concept of streaming TV, especially for a fan of the show like me. No long-term vision over there. Rob, nothing. One, too many periods, Bruce. Beach Boy, excuse me, UBI making a 000 of the Israeli market over here. Free Thinker, I was looking into how it is possible that these businesses are not making money. Netflix, Roblox, the business is sound, but the executives pay themselves hundreds of millions of dollars a year. No kidding. You got it, man. DQ, I hate when my options run away on me and I have to do a rollover. Bill, I hope to God I can quit my job soon and write options to support my family. I just started. I'm really looking forward to this. Scott, I know a few other YouTubers who post options videos, but only Brucey gets it so juicy. DQ, I sold Cisco 52s last week for $422 when it was under 51. DQ, you're going to make money. You're going to make money. I don't think you have to worry about the Cisco. We're at 52.55, up 72 today. I don't think you're going to have to worry about it. You're going to be fine. We are all nothing burgers, Bruce? Are we all nothing burgers? We don't make up enough of a volume of people to count. That's all I'm getting at. Francis, don't worry about what the other guy says. They're saying results always speak for themselves in the long run. Swiss, yep, I give your money with all the risk for free. I don't think so. NASDAQ is red real fast, DQ, and I'm out of my Netflix position. Free Thinker, because the GameStop play includes removing all leverage and liquidity and writing against the shares increases liquidity, reduces their leverage. Splair, what a drop on NASDAQ. Miraculous. 208 thumbs ups. Good morning. Thank you, buddy. Clay 180, new member or returning member. Free Thinker, McJones, our tweeny weeny positions and call rights aren't going to affect liquidity. Come on, man. In principle, you are correct, but 300 people won't do anything to the stock. Exactly. Yippee-ki-yay, I want to see the Hobbit huts in New Zealand. That's what I want to do. Free Thinker, no, but when you add them all together, why can't our former SPACs hold their gains? Scott, Twitter put 45 May 6th, too close. Twitter put for May 6th, you're getting a 355. So you're going to write it. You're committing to buy the stock at $45, less than 355. They're paying you up front. You can always write that contract, but it's a $4,500 drop to make $355. Are you happy with that return between now and May 6th? Maybe you want to write calls that are further, puts that are further out in time and bring in a fatter premium. If you're comfortable with the price of 45, why don't you write June, July, or August? Take in more money on your $4,500. Get paid. Look, if the stock goes to 50, 52, you're going to buy them back anyway. Buy them back instead of buying a $355 for $1.25. Why don't you write one and bring in $8 and buy it for $2 or $3? Make some money here. Free Thinker, anyone writing covered calls against GameStop is contributing to MM's kicking the can, or whatever you think. Rob, the harder you work as an employee does not equal more money. Hard work usually just gets you more work because you can handle more work. We're going to give you more work. We're not going to give you any more money. What are we, nuts? Well, that's for the executives. The executives who hired you are the ones who are going to make the money. We're going to work it off of you. That's right. Swiss Butter, yippee-ki-yay. I had a trip planned to New Zealand just before COVID, and then COVID hit. The Shire was definitely a sight I wanted to see. That and the glowworm caves. Bill, Bob, absolutely right. Bama Babe, Rob, the only time hard work pays off is when you are working for yourself. Bama Babe, you know what you're talking about. Frumbler, but options has its risks. I'm stuck holding a few month calls on GameStop. Hope it doesn't run again. Can't make money in the meantime. Just got to wait it out. And Frumbler, don't forget, if you are sitting on calls that you wrote that expire in June or July, you can write the same contracts for further out for more money when the time comes, or you could write contract closer into the money now, closer into time for maybe just as much and do a roll in, closing the time gap. There are ways. Check out my classes, or if you haven't, or if you have, watch them again. Spare, I just only need more money. That's all I need. But Rob, I agree, Bama, totally, 100%. So it's about, I was telling people about Bruce and call options, and they were like, yeah, but what about taxes? What the hell about them? Yeah, you want to pay taxes being an employee? Well, knock yourself out. You want to pay taxes being a self-employed employee with all the freedom that this gives you? Which would you rather? You want to pay taxes as a salaried employee slave, or do you want to be paying taxes as a self-employed free thinker that can do whatever you want whenever you want? I think I know which way I'm going to go on this. Cindy, sale on SoFi again, 705. It's on sale. 147.43 on GameStop, down 504 and falling. GameStop volume 226,000. Not good. There's no support. There is no support for this stock. There's no. Where's the 2 million buy power? Where is it? It's not holding this market. It's free falling. AMC down 89 cents. Free falling again. Rocket Lab down 14. SoFi 704. A bargain in the making. The low of all time, 697. Today's low, 701. How much closer do you want an opportunity to buy this stock at its all-time low? It's right here. It's a temporary time offer. I can't help you. We are 20 days away from May the 10th. 3 weeks. Earnings are coming out on this stock. You think they're going to be at 704 between now and May the 10th? Good luck. I don't think so. I think they're going to be substantially higher. But then, what do I know? I'm just an old man. I don't know. Maybe I don't know anything I'm talking about. I do the best I can with what little I have, but oh my, all-time lows, that's where you get in. The Dow up 150 right now, hanging on. S&P is negative. NASDAQ is negative. Oil up 82 cents. We're not going anywhere, guys. The Dow is held up by IBM, and that's it. We're going lower. Yippee-ki-yay, there are glowworm caves. We'll have to see those. Joe, Olivia, thank you, Uncle Bruce. Appreciate the honest advice. I typically only write, but wondered if there was an opportunity with the upcoming issues. There's always upcoming issues, always upcoming opportunities, but you can write on strength right here, absolutely right away and make money. Free thinker, Mick Jones. Oh no, anyway. Shays, well, I was wrong about IBM earnings, and cover calls I wrote will be rolling for a while, says Shays. Bama, I watched the TED interview with Elon Musk last night. What an interesting man. Free thinker, I remember explaining the difference between calls and puts to Coyote. Vilbus, Elon plays real hard at being interesting. Alberto, I'm here. You can start now. Thank you, Alberto. Coyote. Free thinker, I can name many people on this page who taught me stuff. I can't think of anything you taught me. Copy, pasting, superstock, conspiracies. It isn't all that enlightening. Oh, my. Free thinker, the difference between calls and puts for one. Rob, did anyone else sell my 145s? Did anyone sell 45s for one next week for 13 today? Has anyone been doing that? 145s for $13 premium for next week. The stock's 147.28. These calls are worth $232. This guy's pulling in 13 cash for next Friday expiry. Oh man, Rob is looking at 500 to 800 profit here easily, in my opinion. That's easy money. Goodness gracious, I like this deal. Ventures, Duncan, good morning. Simpletons, Coyote, and now look at me, apparently being an evil hedgy. Oh my, Duncan, happy 420, guys. Coyote, but Super Stonk told me to say that. I'm your doobie. More red, please. Need to buy back those covered calls. Olivia, can't get lost in the sauce. Super Stonk has a lot of good info, but if the little guy can make money writing covered calls, he should until stock market corruption gets shorted. or get sorted. We deserve to score too. Bama Babe, the MMs are taking profits today, and so am I. Free thinker, I didn't say that you're evil, short-sighted, impatient, greedy, foolish, understudied, sure, but not evil. So I've never been an owner of Netflix, but I think they have some really good IP for digital media distribution networks. The content needs some work, though. Clay, buy and hold. That's the thing I hate about the Reddit and Twitter finance crowd. They just buy into a narrative and not strategies or education. Coyote, free thinker, sure, I'll be all those things and keep writing. Fine by me. I'm the devil. Travis, $6.98 stink bid for 25 more SoFi. Thank you very much. I'll take it. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. The Fon Sotos. Do you think games will ever be back down to $100? Could be. Could. It's at 148 right now. It's not very far away. Capital gains really 50% Ontario. Free thinker, I see you using such extreme language to put words in my mouth as a desperate attempt to discredit what I'm saying. Never called you the devil, says free thinker. Coyote, Clay, yeah, man, it was why I stopped discussing that with those guys. They're not interested in anything but conspiracies and name calling, not learning. Tip, Travis, I would charge this to, I changed it to 701. That's a much better stink bid on that SoFi. It's at 701 right now. Right now, Coyote, free thinker, bro, look at the words you just called me. Like I care, but get over yourself. Laugh it out loud. Divide and conquer, says Olivia. What happened? Shez, Bobby, you have to pay the tax on 50% of your capital gains. Adventures to Duncan. Keep Twitter open here. Olivia, oh, Lord, here we go. Bobby, got to remember, this is the year. BW, all these SPACs seem to all want to touch $5. Guess we're all on a 2 to 5 year plan with these. DCA crew going on here. Zeta State, Rob, brilliant. Nice, right. Coyote, it's 2004 in the EU. Do they still celebrate that? Splayer, happy 420 from me as well. Good morning, Jen from Duncan. Travis, purchase a Netflix put at the open, 67 strike, $2, up 200%. Let's go. Jennifer Smith, Uncle Bruce, you need to get more into character when reading the chat. Stop holding back on us. Oh, get into it, man. H. Gregory, hey, Uncle B, $18 strike. May 6th for AMC. I bought at $375, down to $176. Should I buy back or wait a week? Okay, you didn't buy. You wrote, didn't you? You sold it, didn't you? Now it's $176, isn't it? You're up, right? You're doing well, right? You wrote for $375, an $18 call for May the 6th. It's now trading at $176, and you're looking good, right? Right? You didn't buy it. You wrote it, right? Help me. I'm waiting. I'm hoping. You can buy it back anytime you want. You know that. I know that. Make a nice score here. Or look at the stock, 1774, down 94 cents. What direction you think it's going? I think it's going lower. That call is going to collapse in value. But it's up to you. It's May 6th. It's still got a little bit of life in it. Up to you. You decide. JJ, I'm 223 thumbs up. Coyote. I mean, we really didn't see GameStop going to 140, 130, or 100 or 80. It will. It'll jump. It'll go up. It'll go down. Nazareth, it will sure go under 100 at some point. After the split, it'll have to be less than 100. So 3-4 months from now, 100%. Duncan, number 33 here. Rod, down 40% on SoFi, but I'm still buying this stuff. Jennifer's laughing out loud. Coyote, any SoFi news? $40. 40 cents. I don't know what that means. Adventure done. Good morning. How are you guys doing, you simpletons? Vilbus just add another 100 SoFi at 701. It's now trading at $7. I got 2,000 now with an 1180 average. DQ, Uncle Bruce read this in a British accent. Kippers for breakfast again. DQ, morning, Uncle Duncan. You're not sending me any money, so I'm not doing it. Rob, Vilbus, you got you beat. 1148 average, but only 500 shares. Uncle Bruce, any news or updates on Matterport? I got nothing. I got no news. I got no updates. 658 down 35 cents. ME down 13. Spire down a penny. ATIP down 4. Highcroft Mining 160. Oh man, Smart Rent up 3. Pfizer down 62. Hewlett Packard up 71 to 39.40. I got nothing. I got nothing. JJ Netflix 332.5 to 325 weekly put spread bought before closing bell for 155 max profit. 750 working like a charm. Thank you very much. Coyote Vilbus, nice steal. Duncan, my average is 12.14, so I'm doing all right here. DQ is laughing out loud. Slayer, have a nice day. I go with my buddy to the lake here. I'm going for a 10-minute walk. Fantastic. H. Gregory, I wrote, correct, Uncle Bruce, laughing out loud. That's right. I sold it, and now it's way down. You're right again. You guys have got to get your terminology right. Help me out here to help you. Way to go, H. Gregory. You're doing fine. Rob, it was bought by somebody else. Adventure Splayer TV. Did you watch? Put it back in the mailbox or something. I don't know what's going on here. Bradley, the SoFi gods listen to me tomorrow. Is the day. Yippee! Alrighty, where are we at? We're up 201 on the Dow. A little dead cat bounce going on. We're down 140 on S&P. We're down 128 on NASDAQ. That's almost a full percentage point down on NASDAQ. The Dow is up 0.6% right now. So the difference between the two is miles. Oil up 64 cents. That's it. Boy, oh boy. Twitter down 51 cents to 45.65. Sixtera up 14 cents to 13.21. Rocket Lab 821 down 23 cents. SoFi 698 down 43 cents. Anyone bidding 698, 696, 691, 686, 681. Stink bids, stink bids, stink bids. You might get hit on your SoFi. You might get lucky. You might score it under 7 for a while. I don't know. You might. 11.1 million traded. Get your fair share of giveaway stock. What a bargain here. Being handed over by the dweebs, those who don't know any better. Crazy. GameStop 146.70 down 5.77, giving back all those gains yesterday. Here we go. AMC down $1 or $2 to 17.66. Matterport 654 down 39. ME down 12.5. Spire down a penny. Highcroft Mining 160 down 13.5. ATIP down 4.9 cents. Smart Rent down 3 cents. Pfizer down 58. We're negative on some of these guys. Vanik up 163. It's been higher. Home Depot up 558. IBM up 647. Microsoft up $1. It was better than that. Apple down 50 cents, falling. Goldman 279 gain to 338. We're backing off. Cisco up 92 cents at 52.75. Time might be limited there. We'll see. Facebook down $12. Giving up gains. Amazon down 80. Tesla down 33. Google down 27. We're going negative on some of these big name stocks. That's why the NASDAQ's in the red, and it's not getting any better. We're down 1.07 on NASDAQ. It is backing off, and this is creating divergence. We got the Dow up 193, the NASDAQ down 143. This can't continue. Sooner or later, one will beat the other up. Just saying. Okay. Thank you. Remember when Congress asked Roaring Kitty if he'd buy more at $40 a share? Would you buy more at 100? Laughing out loud. Jennifer, hey, Adventure Duncan, how's it going? TIF. Well, looks like we've been wrong on this with the stink bid here. Duncan, good morning, Jennifer. Pick nose. I'm out of powder. 1085 SoFi average. Anyway, there you go. Francis, don't gamble with your hard-earned money. Gamble only with premium money. Who sells down here? Hey, the savior? What? Duncan, who saves down here? Who sells? Why would anyone sell down here? SoFi, $7 down 41 cents. GameStop, 147.70 down 477. IBM, 135.37 up 622 at the moment. There you go, kids. This is what's going on here. The Dow is up 191. The NASDAQ down 143. Gulp. Down 4 points on S&P right now. Down 4 points. Coyote, that was such an awesome moment. That's when I bought my first GameStop shares. $46. I got in. Freethinker DFV. Final update includes a quadruple down with the last purchase being 155. So yes, he would. Vilbus, I'm tempted to liquidate my CYXT and roll it all into SoFi. Rob, Freethinker, I had no doubt he bought more. Bobby, I like the How Does Facebook Make Money meeting as well. Freethinker, and look at you now. Freethinker, nice. Way to go. There it is, kids. We're up, we're running, we're going, we're mixed, more red than green. And we're going to see how much of the gain we give up today on two of these indexes. The Dow is still up for grabs. We don't know. We were up 500 yesterday. We're up 199 right now. Can it hold this kind of gain, or will it collapse later today? because if the rest of the market doesn't follow, we go lower. As simple as that. GameStop 147 at the moment, 147, 148 a share, 147.75 down 472. The volume 287,000. Not good. That is not good for GameStop to maintain any kind of price. That means it'll go lower. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, there it is. Rob, free thinker. He's saying to free thinker, buddy, even though we write options and you're against it, we still love you. We still love you, man. It's okay. So many of my option writers on GameStop have bought more GameStop. They take that money and they buy more GameStop shares. They buy it up and they buy it up and they buy it up. And this channel has more GameStop shares now than it's ever had. Just keep buying this stuff. That's what happened. What can I say? What else is going on? Free thinker, I'm happy you're doing well. And that's all cool. Zed, late thumbs ups, number 233 for me. Thank you, my friend Yodi. It's okay to be bullish on the stock. It's okay to be bearish on the stock. That's the way the world spins. Exactly. That's what I do. Premiums go to bills and more GameStop and SoFi. There you have it. Right there. Right there. Scoring this cheap SoFi stock. It's now 704 on SoFi. It didn't last long under 7, did it? It did not. It did not. The earnings coming out May 10. Look out. Oh, my. Rob Gayotti, that's what if I told you that at different times in the stock's life, you can be both bullish and bearish? Olivia, everyone has their own strategy. I've learned many new strategies from people here. Welcome one, welcome all. And welcome to Jennifer.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm all right. We've got a mixed market going here. We're up 191 on the Dow, but we're down on S&P. We're down on NASDAQ.
Oh.
We're only up 31 cents on oil at 102. We dropped $6 yesterday or so, $5-6. So we're not going anywhere in oil. And Netflix getting crushed.
Oh, is it? What's it?
Crushed.
How much?
Netflix is now sitting at, let's see here. Netflix. Oh my gosh. 213 down $135 a share. Zzz.
Oh,
Zzz. Yeah, that's only a 30% haircut, isn't it?
but,
Yikes.
like really watching the after hours yesterday. I don't know how anyone was surprised that their numbers weren't going to come in.
Yeah. Well, you know, how many times have you and I sat in front of the TV? You've watched me go to Netflix and I start looking for something to watch
Yeah.
on Netflix. I'm looking to watch something. I have no idea going in. So I just start going
Just wanna
through
watch something.
and I'm just sitting there clicking. And I'm asking you, have you ever heard of this movie? Have you ever heard of this movie? You ever heard of this movie? Again, I go then to most watched or trending now, most popular in Canada.
I don't think we are their target.
No, we're not. No, we're not. But our checks don't bounce.
Yes.
And there's the
So they
problem.
would love to have us. I think
Yeah.
that they're looking at us to have it for our grandchildren.
Yeah.
But I know that the price has gone up and people have to tighten their belts, and this is one of the things
We gotta dump Netflix. I'm just not happy. Although I think what we're gonna do is get a VPN.
Yeah.
And then we can watch Netflix USA, Netflix
Yes.
UK.
Right. And that makes a big difference.
We'll do that. We'll just blatantly do that without hiding the fact. And if we can't do that, we're dumping them. We'll dump them. Pointless. Don't need 'em.
walk.
I'll walk. That's right. Monologues out. Monologues in. Oh boy.
Married to.
I'm not married to. Folks
So
on this
how are
channel
you this
do not
morning?
know what movie I'm referring to. What's that?
How are you this morning?
Tired.
Good sleep? Oh. It's not good if you have to think about it.
I woke up at about 5-10 minutes before the alarm. went off.
Yeah.
And
We're
that's the
both a
worst.
little
That's the
restless.
worst time for me. Is just before, just get it over with. Why not just ring? Stop with the suffering. I mean, I'm too lazy to get my fat ass out of bed. I'm making the alarm tell me. Right?
Yeah.
And then the alarm went off, and I shut it off, and I just went back to sleep. I was just so tired. And then I finally got up about 20 minutes later, lethargic, looking outside,
Oh.
going, "What?"
Boy, did we get nailed last
Yeah, I
night.
showed everybody the first 20 seconds of this show outside. Not pretty.
And we're getting nothing. The ones up in the north.
Oh.
At the airport, I think they said it was 60 some centimeters of snow.
Yeah.
And so they have stopped the road cleaning project and gone back to the snow cleaning operations, the city of Calgary.
Oh, I
But
see what
they
they.
had already, because we put down gravel, we don't
Yeah.
put down salt, we put
Yeah.
down gravel.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so in the spring, the city comes around and they clean
Scoop up the gravel.
off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they've
So
stopped that for
they
now.
stopped that.
Now they're putting dirt on the road again,
Yeah, they're
on major
Yes.
thoroughfares. Yeah, it's
what they call the Darth Blader, that they come up with the plows
the
and
Darth Blader.
and take the snow away, and the
Mm.
cardiac snow. This is really wet snow.
Oh yeah, yeah. The cardiac, where you shovel your driveway when you shouldn't be shoveling your driveway, you die of a heart attack because your body goes.
Normally
Yeah.
our snow is our snow makes noise when you walk on it. It's very crunchy.
It's very powdery usually.
because we have no moisture.
We're at elevation. We're 3,800 feet here, so but we've got the heavy stuff right
We
now
get the
because
heavy
it's that
stuff
time
in
of
the
year.
spring. Yeah.
Humidity in the air,
Our humidity's like 80%.
way up, way higher than normal. Yeah, yeah. This is not normal for us. Normally normal, but it can happen.
But it's
We can get
spring.
this,
It's
but we're going into the 50s and 60s
I
next
have
week.
had
So.
spring in July. Spring in July.
We've
Snow
had,
in
we've had
July.
snow in July.
I had snow in July.
Occasional freak storm. Doesn't last more than an hour or two.
Yeah.
And the snow's gone the next day.
Oh,
People
yeah.
go, was that really snow? Really? No.
Really?
No. We can get
And
goofy
we're
stuff.
up to like 12 or 14, 15 degrees on Sunday and Monday.
Yeah, yeah, we're in the high 50s later this week. Later this weekend. It's all gone. All the snow's gone. Like I said this morning, it'll all go into the dirt. The moisture will just turn into water and seep in, and everything starts growing next week because of the water and the sunshine. And here we go. But
the one woman I know saying yesterday how she just, it's busy in the morning. She doesn't have the radio on. She wasn't paying attention. And kids went to school in their runners.
I sent them up with their runners
So
on
I'll be going to pick up the kids.
with wet feet. Then the cold season kicks in.
That's right. They go
Such
out
fun.
for recess. And now they get to sit in wet shoes for the rest of the day.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Mind you, I bet a
Yuck.
lot of schools kept them inside for recess.
I suppose Rob is saying, welcome, Auntie Jen. Olivia saying, hi there, Jen.
Everybody.
Coyote, Rob, bearish short term, bullish long term is what I say. Zed, Bagel, it's one of the reasons to be a member. Reminds me to eat breakfast.
See?
Splair, good morning,
The
Jen.
most important meal of the day.
Jack Anderson, good morning, Jennifer. Netflix's subs have dropped off a cliff.
Oh,
Not really shocking. They lose more series. Increase the price every 6 months. What do you expect?
Right?
Yeah, you give me less for more. I'm walking.
But you were saying that this is the first time they didn't
10
hit
years.
their numbers.
10 years they didn't hit.
The
They
first
lost
quarter.
subscribers. First time they lost subscribers.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I have my granddaughter playing basketball. Nicholas, who the heck is Netflix target audience? Coyote, and trying to clamp down on account sharing. Netflix, you fool. Coyote, Uncle Bruce, I use a VPN for everything. Netflix does try to catch your VPN, but I've not had any issues.
Okay.
Travis had $250 to invest when GameStop ran last year. Missed the first run, but got in on the second run with a 165 call. Sold for $4,000. First time ever trading in my life. Laughing out loud. Yippee-ki-yay. I love their
Don't get
relationship.
cocky.
I hope to have one like that. Hi, y'all. Scott, you know what? It'll make you feel better. I don't know what's going on here. Rob, I have to say, I've been with Netflix since $7 a month.
Yeah.
And now I'm paying $20 a month. And honestly, the
Yes.
quality of the shows hasn't gotten better. If they crack down on password sharing, I'm out of here. Scott, drink water, eat veggies, take a walk. Swinton, using a VPN with Netflix is a constant cat and mouse game. They actually try to block them. Rob, we share our Netflix with our family to use, and we're now
Yeah.
paying 3 times what we used to pay. If you crack down, it's going to be the end of the company. Swinton,
if
also
you,
VPNs also require subscription. Sorry, go ahead.
if you have a separated family that you want to have your Netflix in both homes that your kids live in, and then you also want it in Grandma and Grandpa's home, that's a family subscription.
And that's what Netflix should be doing. Netflix should go down.
They
They should go down the road to say, we'll allow one user for $14.99 a month. We'll allow 2 users for $16.99 a month.
Yeah.
We'll allow 5 users for $19.99 a month. Bring them into
Right.
the fold rather than kicking them out. Absorb them.
Yeah.
That is the way you should really be thinking about
You
it.
got
They should be doing the George Costanza. Think the opposite. The opposite. Yeah.
You get a family with 2 or 3 kids, and each kid wants it on their own device. So now, yeah, it's all in one house, but you have 4 different licenses in one house. Yeah, it's crazy.
Drives me nuts. Also, VPNs require a subscription, says Swinton. Freethinker, you can create your own VPN. I learned about it from Reddit's conspiracy theories. Mallow, Netflix is going the way of Blockbuster. Oh, the irony. Freethinker is laughing. Beach Boy, good afternoon, Jen from Beach
Oh,
Boy.
the irony.
Netflix
Good
is.
afternoon. Happy Passover.
Hello, Beach Boy. Coyote, Netflix is easily the most expensive streaming service we have, and we use it the least. Adventures with Duncan, stay away
Well,
from
and
the
it's
flick.
the longest we've had, so it just becomes habituated.
Yeah, that's your Scott Brewer $10 donation. Thank you, Scott. Here's a tip for talking me out of buying Netflix. Keep it juicy, Brucey. There you go. Coyote, keep it juicy, Brucey. Duncan, cut the cord, says Duncan. BW, Uncle Bruce, obviously Netflix biz model sucks.
Rip off the band-aid.
But did they really hose the investors by not changing their guidance ahead of earnings? Seems they were heading the way of the doo-doo and dodo and blockbusters. I hear you. Beach Boy, yeah, Netflix, like George, got shrinkage problems. You got it, Beach Boy. You know what
We
you're...
saw that one just the other day.
We saw that episode the other day, laughing.
I
was in the pool!
I had to pause the TV.
Bruce, this is on. Coyote, keep it juicy, Brucey. Duncan, cut the cord. Oh, yeah, Netflix got George shrinkage problems. Oh, my.
So, have you had anything to eat this morning?
I just had some yogurt this morning, so I'm hungry. Definitely hungry. Yeah. I'm thinking maybe bagel, ham, thinly sliced cheese with the Felipe's on there. Yeah.
There you go.
That might be the order of the day.
Just make it.
Get the old sinuses cleaned out with the Felipe's hot sauce there. The mustard horseradish combo. Thank you, ma'am, so much. Thank you so much. They were in the pool. Swinton, I actually do run my own VPN, but it's just so I can access my internal network from anywhere. BW, did anyone really look up to see if Nancy P and others in Congress bought puts on Netflix? Pretty sure they did. Some Roblox getting crushed this quarter too. I don't know. Where are we at now? We're up 264 on the Dow. The Dow bravely hanging on. S&P is up 9, trying to catch something. Netflix down 79. Not sure whether it should go down or not. I don't think we're going higher. I really don't know if we're going higher. We may be in for another dump. We'll see. Time will tell. Right now, GameStop 148.15 down 432. The volume on GameStop is 335,000 shares. That is not good. We're at Twitter down 60 cents. I think there's an upward bias there than a downward bias, in my opinion. Sixtera up 24 to 1330. There's a deal going to happen there, I think, but I don't know what the deal will be. Rocket Lab 830 up down 14. SoFi 698 again. 698 on your SoFi. Another chance to steal giveaway paper. 15 million volume. That's all. Just 15 million volume. I'm telling you, I cannot understand how really smart thinking investors with access to a ton of dough are not buying this stuff up and just tucking it away and saying, thank you, sir, may I have another? Because this thing is a $25, $35 company a year from now or more. And it's ridiculous. We have got earnings coming out in 20 days. 3 weeks from now, this thing could be 15 a share. I'm not saying it's going to be. It could be. Oh my gosh, I don't know. BW SoFi hit 696 now. All-time low, 9th most shorted company out there. And it's at the all-time low. This is a GameStop wind-up. This is a mini GameStop happening right here in front of our eyes. This could run to $30 on a short squeeze. Just this one. And it's known by a lot of people. I cannot believe that smart money out there hasn't been loading up on this thing. I really am blown away. But What am I supposed to do? Stupid is as stupid does, and there's a lot of stupid out there. There really is. What can I tell you? We're up 250 on the Dow. Okay, we're up 4 on S&P, down 109 on Nasdaq, going red again. Here we go. 148.06 on GameStop, down 440. AMC 1770, down 98 cents. We're going to $14 or less. Matterport 660, down 34 cents. A bargain there too. ME 335, a bargain. Spire up about almost a penny, 184.8. Oh my gosh, 158 on that Highcroft Mining. We are sinking fast. ATIP 172, down 3. Smart Rent down 2 cents. Pfizer 49.52, down 67 cents. HPQ Home, Hewlett Packard up 89 to 39.58. Robinhood at $11. We're going to $5 a share on Robinhood. Hear me now and believe me later. Listen to me now and believe me later. Robinhood is going to 5, and they'll be lucky to hang on to that. It's going down, man. Vanik 241 gain. Home Depot up 369. IBM up 821 to 137.46. Way to go, IBM. You can write 140s all you want. Microsoft up 220, right 290s. Apple up 38 cents, right 168s, 169s, 170s, 171s, 172s, 173. Just right on Apple. They are going to go down. Goldman up 562. You can write 340s, 342s, 345s. Start writing calls. Cisco 52.97, right 53s, 54s, 55. Just write calls. Facebook down 11.70. They're ahead of these other stocks. They're doing what their others are going to do. We're down $72 on Amazon. We're down $29 at $9.98 on Tesla. Earnings come out tonight. $14 drop on Google. Bed Bath Beyond down 49 cents to $16.38, going down. BlackBerry down 14 cents. Royal Caribbean up 17 cents. We're going lower on this sooner or later to the 50s, but right now 84.79. What can I say? It's goofy. Target up 80 cents. JP Morgan up 141. Costco up 630. Walmart up 160. Nvidia down 430. American Airlines up 17 cents. Netflix 220 down 127 a share. Moderna down $4 to 148. Unbelievable how these deals are out there. But they are, but there are others that are overpriced. John, my God. I hope earnings are great for SoFi. There is no choice but to let the stock go up. Credit Savage. Good morning, my fellow simpletons. And Uncle Bruce, looks like they're giving away Matterport, huh? Well, sure, I guess I'll just die on that sword right now. Bid hit 656 for 100 more shares. I'm buying this stuff. Bobby, 9th is OKBW. SoFi used to be number 1. Still a big short position out there. It is crazy. Matterport, 662 down 30. Bargoon. ME, 336. Spire, 185 up a penny. ATIP down 3. Smart Rent, unchanged. It is now unchanged. We're up 248 on the Dow. We're up 770 on S&P. We're down 90 on the NASDAQ market. Oil is red, down 34 cents now, negative again, 102.22. We're a threatening $100 a share on $100 a barrel on oil. Spain removes COVID-19 indoor mask mandate. The mask mandates are disappearing everywhere. The travel restrictions are evaporating everywhere. We're going to live with it. That seems to be the new mantra out there. We're going to live with it. Anyway, Rob, my house husband looks like, Rob's saying this, Credit Savage, house husband, looks like SoFi and Matterport want to have a race again. Only this time they're going in reverse first. DQ, you're killing me. Cisco, you're killing me. Ron Williams, smart money is buying SoFi, big banks, and at the same time paying small hedges to short the stock in order to drive price down further. Criminal behavior. Travis bought a Tesla share at 1,085, purchased because the news of a possible split. Should I sell that and buy SoFi at the all-time low? You're on your own. I don't know what's going to happen with Tesla stock tonight, tomorrow. I don't know because of the earnings. I have no idea what's going to happen. Credit Savage, it is all good. Rob, I guess I'm just going to have to accumulate as much as possible. I love the time they're giving us to buy as many as we can. It is an opportunity here that is being offered. I'm amazed it's lasted this long. SoFi now 702. Again, went to as low as 696, now 7 to 702. Rocket Lab 833 down 11. GameStop 148.84 down 363. 148.38 down 409. We're still underwater on GameStop. AMC 1764 down $1.05. Matterport 662 down 31. Bargoon ME 336 down 8. Spire up a penny. Highcroft Mining 157 down 17 cents, getting crushed. 6.7 million, no volume supporting it. It's over on Highcroft Mining.
It's over.
It's over. It's
I'm
getting
leaving.
crushed.
You get the children.
You get the kids.
Congratulations.
That's right. Mama's leaving. You can have the damn kids. I'm out of here, baby.
So I gave you some white cheddar and some yellow cheddar. So we've got like some medium cheddar and some old cheddar.
Ooh.
That lovely sharp Irish cheese.
Ooh. Christina says, I wrote a 150 GameStop this morning for 425s expiring on Friday and now out of the money. 148. Christina, way to go. Jen Doe, I'm up 33% on Sixtera. Do I take my profits, invest in others, or hold everything given what's going on? Well, Sixtera is up for sale. That's the story. I don't know if it's going to go for 13 to 15 to 17. I don't know.
What's your risk tolerance?
It's up 28 cents today, which is telling me the street likes what they think is happening. The market is not afraid of a 1335 stock, but the all-time high, 1364. So very close to its all-time high, up for sale. Street is obviously thinking more. That's what the street's thinking.
The street always wins.
But is the street right this time? That's right. Jennifer said they always win. Is the street right this time? You could sell this stock. Yeah, sure. And if you've made a profit on it, yes. Pick up whatever you want. If you want to grab SoFi at $7 or less, deal. You want to buy Matterport 664, deal. ME 339, Spire 186. ATIP 172, Smart Rent 521. I mean, Smart Rent was just told, we were just told by JP Morgan, $9 target on Smart Rent just 2 days ago. It's 521. That's like a $4 gain on Smart Rent is 80% more. So think about your Sextera, 80% more valuable. That makes it a $23 stock. You think that's going to happen next week? I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen. But it's up to you guys how you want to play this. You got to decide what to keep and what not to keep and why and how and where and when. There are deals out there. GameStop 148.28 down 419. That is what we have. Anyway, there you are. WDBC now. Thanks, Bruce. I didn't have any SoFi. I bought 200 at 7. Thank you so much. Well done, my friend. Stealing this stuff. Sell the house, sell the car, sell the kids. I'm never coming home, says DQ. Get out. Duncan, have a great morning, simpletons. Ron Williams, only criminal if they get caught. Free thinker, Ron Williams, that wouldn't work. The shorts would either lose big, making the payment not worth it, or the longs would lose any profit by making the payments. There's no free money in a light market. Free thinker. I also learned logistical analysis from Reddit conspiracy theories. Birds aren't real. Rob, Christina, you were nice. Yarba, it's probably only worth like 2 to 3 now, and actually it's worth 0 because out of the money. Nice, right? Well done writing those calls. Free thinker, Mick Jones. I am FAOOO. What does that mean? What is I am fear of missing? I don't know what that means. Cheers. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, this is great. Lovely. Nick, I'm here, baby. I'm number 247, Bruce. Thank you, Nick. Nice to have you here as always. John, how else do you explain them recharging on power lines all the time? Those birds. Certain birds work for the bourgeoisie. Home Depot is going up. Any reason why? No, I don't know. Bought more SoFi, 697.7. Got $9,000. Whenever I cover calls when it hits $10. Wavy. Hi all. Wavy. My best friend passed this weekend at 32. Please call your loved ones today. Also, lighten the mood. Happy 420. Wavy, thank you for being here. So sorry to hear about your friend. You never know when it's the last day. You never know. Glad you're here, my friend. Welcome back to the family here. Rob, Nick, it's because I bought a toilet from them 2 days ago. That's why that Home Depot stock's going up. Free thinker, sorry to hear that was Wavy. Sorry about this. Wavy, condolences, my friend. John, Wavy, that's terrible. I'm sorry for your loss. This family cares. We care about our fellow simpletons here. Welcome back, Wavy. Coyote saying hi. We love you, Wavy. GQ. Sorry, baby. Thanks, guys. Felt the need to tell my bagel family why I've been missing in action. We've been asking about you. We've been wondering, where's Wavy Gravy? Glad to hear you're back. You're among friends, my friend. Recreational weed is legal in New Jersey tomorrow. What a terrible timing being today, 420. Typical government. Bobby, damn, that's young, 32, 31. Wavy, my condolences from Malo. Jennifer, sorry to hear that, Wavy. We're sending hugs your way. Nick, oh, okay, Rob, I'm shorting it now. DQ, Wavy, we just assumed jury duty for anybody absent. That's what we figured happened to you. You got picked off for jury duty. Oh, man. Jury duty or Tony jail. He passed in a mecca of a city, Reno, living life to the fullest, been battling type 1 diabetes. Man, oh man. Life isn't fair, is it? We're up 300 on the Dow right now. We're up 15 on S&P. We're down 63 on NASDAQ right now, kids. Mixed markets, okay? We're at 703 on SoFi, 148.74 on GameStop. We're still negative on a bunch of our favorites, even with the Dow up 300. We just don't have the buying across the board coming in, and that is spelling trouble with lower prices on some of these stocks. And if you're writing calls, you're going to make money. You're just going to make money writing calls. Do not fear upside right now. Home Depot up $5. Big whoop. That thing drops $10 in the day. This is a nothing burger. Apple up 68 cents. Whoop-de-doo. Sell into that strength. Absolutely. Goldman 342. I'm happy to see it because it's better than 308, but it offers opportunities to write 345s and 350 calls. Way to go. Uncle Bruce, since most of us have nothing but time to DCA these cheap SPACs, are you going to have lessons to teach people how to manage hundreds of written calls at a time? Of course, that's where we're building. Well, eventually, I guess I will. Will Netflix be delisted? Wavy, I'm getting back off. You guys make some money today in the casinos for him. Right on. You take care, Wavy. We love you. And we're looking forward to seeing when you're back here. You take care, man. Rob, Wavy, get some rest, bud. I'm sure it's been emotionally taxing. You take care of yourself. Mallow, I had forgotten about Tony. Is he still in jail? Did Uncle Bruce lock him up and throw away the key? Wavy, Rob, can you do me a favor and turn the mood back around here? Rob, Wavy, as Scott would say, go eat some vegetables and take a walk. He's still cleaning crud from his mouse. That's what happened to Tony. We don't know what's going on. And whatever happened to Henry. And that other gal, whatever happened to her? They just fell to pieces. Those guys. Wavy gravy. Travis, take care, Wavy. We love you. Don't go missing us too much, man. All right, guys. SoFi 704. Come on. R.I.P. Henry. BW Weavy, welcome back. Thanks, all. We'll see you soon. Thank you, Wavy Gravy. GameStop 148.53 down 394. 320 gain on the Dow, and GameStop's down $4. What does it take? That's a 700-point gain. 800-point gain, 828-point gain on the Dow from yesterday plus today. GameStop is up about $6-7. That's it. So GameStop is getting no help from the market. The market is not helping GameStop. GameStop is on its own, like usual. That's the deal. And there's no volume. GameStop volume this morning is 387,000 volume. Not looking good. All right. Continuing with the bagel. Oil just popped up. It's 103.11, up 55 cents. Headline: the energy agency, the EIA, reports an 8 million barrel weekly decline in U.S. inventory supplies. Is that catastrophic? No, it's not. Remember, the daily oil market is 100 million barrels a day. Daily oil market. So 8 million barrels over the week in supply. And don't forget, 1 million barrels a day coming from the strategic reserve. That's 7 million a week. This is not a problem. But the initial knee-jerk reaction, up 35 cents to 102.91. We did break 103, but we're backing off again, just so you know. Uncle Bruce, would it be wise to just buy Facebook puts for next week? Their earnings report is next Wednesday. It could follow the Netflix pattern. What do you think about that? That's possible. If you're going to buy Netflix puts, you make sure they're out 6 months. They can be, you don't want to use a lot of money. You got to look for the best leverage. But I just generally don't like to tell people to buy options these days. I'd rather you write. I'd rather you be a writer. But if you're not a writer, I get it, because if you don't own the stock, you're looking for the downdrift of the stock. I get it. So you might buy calls that are 6 months out that are, slightly out of the money. But there might be such a premium on them that there's no return for you unless the stock drops $20 a share, $30 a share. If you're thinking Facebook is going to give up $50 a share, well, okay, then, look for a contract that can give you a nice return on that kind of a drop. Remember that back in, February the 2nd, the shares were 323. On February the 8th, they were 228. On March 11th, they were 187, having dropped from 320 to 187. Also, going back to December 29, 344. Back at the end of the year, 344. They're 204 now. They haven't recovered much from the absolute shellacking. So there might only be a $10 or $15 downside from here. It's $13 lower today. It might be too late to get into that put trade. Just saying. It might already be over. That's what I'm wondering. I could be wrong. Robinhood now has after-hours trading 4 hours till 7 p.m. Zach, whoa, I finally caught up now. I was watching then at 175 speed for over an hour to catch up. Sound like Bruce went underwater. Oh boy. Austin is in the house. I'm a little late to the party, but I'm number 253. Welcome. Welcome, all of you. Thank you for these thumbs up to you guys. 253, 254 have come in. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much for being part of this show. Swiss Butter, per internet traffic analytics for for Facebook, they are bouncing back from a low. Since Facebook gets paid per ad, I would assume their numbers not to be stellar, but they won't be down either. That is the thinking at Swiss Butter. So just so you know. In other words, don't expect Facebook to drop like Netflix. Not going to happen. It's already done it. It did it already early this year. Oil at 103.21, up 65 cents. Clay wants to know, Uncle Bruce, do I have this right? For SoFi, if I write a $7 call right now, if the price holds, the contract will only have a 6 to 10 cent book value at expiry. Is that correct? That's correct. The stock's 704 right at the second in time, 705. The contract is worth 5 cents a piece. Book value right now. Yeah. So if you're going to write a 7 down the line a ways, you're going to get a premium. It's all-time premium. That's all it is. Rob, you are correct. Clay, you are correct. FX, thank you for the thumbs up, number 257. Thanks, buddy. Scott, hey, boss, I decided on a 3 Twitter puts for $44.50, expiring 6th of May. I got paid $3.10 a piece. The premiums didn't get much better through the summer, so I couldn't justify looking at cash long term. I'm up 10% right now. So there you go. Twitter's up 15 cents right now to 46.30. So since he wrote this put, the stock has gone up, which means the put value is going down. He's already up 10% on his deal. Way to go. Rob, Clay, writing calls at all-time lows can be risky. So just so you know. BW, can you put your Karnak, the Magnificent hat on? What is your prognostication on Tesla earnings today? Is this why maybe the market is blah, calm, before the storm maybe? Think we'll see the China effect? We're not going to get the China effect on the earnings coming up now. We might get a warning about earnings going forward. They shut that plant down for 3 weeks. Their future earnings might be at risk. That was a wonderful bagel. Man, that was good. Putting that thing away. Beautiful. Swinton Terry, I really thought we were going to have a down day on Apple today. The day isn't over. We're only up 40 cents. Where do you think it's going? We have the Dow up 300 points, and Apple is up 40 cents. I say, Also, we opened this morning at 168.86. That was the high of the day. We then dropped to 166.52. We just had a rally that fizzled out about 15 minutes ago, and we only got up to 168.30. We couldn't hit 168.86. Now we're backing off again. This day is not over. Be careful. I'm actually more optimistic on Facebook than most. Those guys are making money. I hope they don't go all crazy and start burning too much cash chasing the metaverse pipe dream. Well, they've got issues. Apple has really beaten them up for revenue, search revenue, ad revenue, effectiveness of ads. They've been hit hard. I don't know. The stock is off dramatically from its highs, and I don't see a big surge coming. They've had a run from 180 to 220. Now we're backing off again. I got Goldman Sachs at 334, says DJ. I wrote a covered call a couple of days ago at a strike price of 335 with a premium of 520 for 6,523. Should I try and buy it back and write new covered call strike at 345? You wrote a 335, and it's now 343 on the stock, so the stock has gone up. You're up on the stock that you bought for 334. Now, your contract doesn't expire until 6/5/22. Now, I'm assuming that is May the 6th. I'm assuming that's what this is. So you still got a ways to go. You've got this Friday, next Friday, the 29th, then your contract is up, right? You don't have to chase. However, I will say this. Look, you brought in a 520 premium, okay? That contract you wrote for 335 is now worth 870 book value plus time premium. What's it trading at? 11, 12 bucks? I'm not sure. I'm guessing. You would have to now buy back and write a new one. Now, if you write a new one for 345, you might want to write a further out contract to bring in that $11, $12. Because you don't want to write a 345 and bring in less money. That's not an effective rollover strategy that I would follow. I'll put it this way: if the value of the contract is $8-something, $8.60, and you can buy it for $11.60, you're paying a $3 premium. That's a $3 premium that will be shrinking out as the days go by towards May the 6th. Obviously, if you can write maybe a 13, May 20, a May 27, maybe 345, can you get closer to $12 for that contract? Then you can buy out this one and write that one, keep the money balance the same in your account, but move up $10 and strike. You might be forced to write a 340 instead of a 345. You might have to do that. Keep an eye open for what best product, what best money you can get in. But obviously, right now the stock's up $7.94 at the moment. If later today the stock is up $4.94, then obviously the call you're buying will be cheaper. The call you're writing will be cheaper, and it might be a rollover you can pull off. Obviously, the higher the stock goes now, the more book value your contract has, the lower the time premium will be. It'll shrink a bit because generally a stock will have all time premium. Like in your case, you may have had 520 time premium, all time premium. Now you might see that your time premium is down to $4 or $3.50 a share instead of at 520 a share. That time premium shrinking out, the higher the book value grows. So that allows you to do a rollover easier into an out of the money call or an at the money call. I just see it now at 344 up 816. So a little move up again. You might be able to pull off a 345 rollover, but down the road a month, it might be the price you pay. But so what? You're moving up $1,000 on a contract by writing a 345 instead of a 335. That's $1,000 more to you if you get assigned. And if it doesn't cost you any extra money, you can do it as a flat transaction. I'd look into that. So DJ, you got work to do. Keep an eye on that. Clay, Rob, I knew it's risky for SoFi right now, but the calls I'm writing are just for next week. If things pop through this week or next, I'll just roll over higher at a much later date. Yeah, I hear you. I'm a long term for SoFi. I don't plan to toss my shares away. Freethinker, Facebook is dying. They have to pivot. DJ said, yeah, you right. They were Mays. Rob, Clay, that's fine. Just fair warning is all. Premiums will be low for 1 to 2 week trades on a low price stock. You'll be lucky to get like $5 for an $8 call for next week. Let's go here. DJ, thanks. You got it, DJ. Keep working it. Right now, the Dow is ahead by 350. We might be at the high of the day. Yep, we're about at the high of the day right now, up 350 points on the Dow. S&P is up 20. NASDAQ still down 47. We are not getting NASDAQ to lead the market with us. It's still down a third of a point. The Dow is up 1 percentage point. That is a 1.3% spread between one market and the other. I don't see the markets going much higher, but hey, I'm not arguing that we're at all-time highs today. I'm not arguing that. Just kind of wondering, might we be at the high of the day here? Might this be about it? Profit taking will kick in. We're up 850 points in yesterday's and today's session combined for the Dow. And there's uncertainty coming from earnings. I'm warning you. And the China thing, no one is talking about it. It's going to come. It's coming. Anyway, just saying. Okay. 9 cents for SoFi, $8 next week, says Steven. There you go. Okay. You don't want to write options on SoFi down here right now. You just don't. You just want to buy the stock. Don't write options on SoFi. 704. GameStop, 148.30, down $4.17. 17.79 on AMC, down 89. Matterport, 668, down a quarter, coming back a bit. ME, 342, only down 2 cents, coming back. Spire's up 4 cents. ATIP down only 2 cents, coming back. Smart Rent up 8, coming back up. We're coming up on some of our favorites here. Little here, a little there. 337-point gain on the Dow. Twitter up 73 cents. Way to go, Twitterverse. Sextera up 38 to 13.45, approaching all-time highs again on Sextera. Rocket Lab is positive, up 1 penny. Rocket Lab has turned it around. The low of the day on Rocket Lab, 820, now 845. SoFi, 704. Low of the day, 696. We're coming on. SoFi has a lot of ground to gain here. It might do it today. GameStop, 417 dropped to 148.30. So watch these markets, kids. There seems to be a bit of recovery on some of our stocks. Just saying, okay? The Dow down, up 333. S&P up 20. NASDAQ down 47 points. Keep an eye on that. 103.35, up 79 cents on oil. Even though there's been a cutback on supplies, it is not surging at all. It went down $5 yesterday. It's up 79 cents today. And oil got good news today, and it's not going up very much. That is something to keep an eye on as well, okay? Interesting stuff going on here. As always, it's interesting. Twitter's up, Sixtera is up, Rocket Lab is up. They've all gone green. How about that? Twitter was down. Sixtera was flat to down. Rocket Lab was definitely down. They're all green now as we speak. SoFi, 704. Will they join the party? That's the question. They have to move up 36 cents just to break even. You might want to buy this down here just to run it to even. Sell it. Buy it at 704. Sell it at 750. Make a quick flip. You can do that too, you know. Oh, totally up to you, but I really wouldn't be a seller of SoFi, because the one time you sell it for a flip, it keeps right on going, and you miss the boat. Boy, would you kick yourself on that one? For sure, you would. There you go. Mm. Fun till daddy takes the T-bird away. There's the story at the moment. Oh my. Mm. All kinds of developments going on here. Let's take a look at some headlines elsewhere, see what's going on. What are they talking about it there? Wall Street Journal, Netflix stock plunges on decline in subscribers. U.S. home prices hit record in March. The U.S. home prices reached a record of $375,300 in March, and sales of previously owned homes declined. Grubhub owner considers sale after orders fall. The online food ordering company is exploring the sale of its U.S. unit after reporting a decline in orders following a boom in sales during COVID lockdowns. Credit Suisse warns of loss from Russia and legal woes. Job recruiting at college campuses roars back to life. I can imagine. Let's see here. Elon Musk hints at Twitter tender offer with cryptic tweet. Tesla earnings likely clouded by Shanghai factory shutdown. What else is going on? IBM revenue up 8% on momentum in hybrid cloud business. News Corp will help launch online sports betting company in Australia. Cannabis investors have little to celebrate on 420. Many marijuana smokers will light up to celebrate 420, the unofficial annual cannabis holiday, but it still isn't a great time to reach for U.S. marijuana stocks as progress on federal reform stalls once again. All right. Let's see. Yep. Canada's CPI accelerates to 6.7% in March. Canada's annual inflation rate accelerated in March, exceeding market expectations to reach a fresh 3-decade high and prompting analysts to suggest another big interest rate rise could be in the offing in June for Canada's interest rates. Yes. Let's see. What else are they talking about out there? Excuse me. The IMF sees global economic slowdown amid the Ukraine war. The Wall Street Journal exclusive feature, several million U.S. workers seen staying out of the labor force indefinitely. That's amazing. Indefinite staying out of the labor force. Survey shows many labor force dropouts plan to maintain social distancing after pandemic, raising implications for the economy. Several million workers who dropped out of the U.S. workforce during the COVID-19 pandemic plan to stay out indefinitely because of persistent illness fears or physical impairments, potentially exacerbating the labor shortage for years, new research shows. About 3 million workforce dropouts say they don't plan to return to pre-COVID activities, whether that includes going to work, shopping in person, or dining out, even after the pandemic ends. According to a monthly survey conducted over the past year by a team of researchers, the workforce dropouts tend to be women, lack a college degree, and have worked in low-paying fields. Can you blame these people? Can you blame them? No. The research team has named this phenomena as long social distancing, and believes it will be one of the lasting scars of the COVID-19 pandemic. Our evidence is the labor force isn't going to magically bounce back, says Nicholas Bloom, a Stanford University economist who oversees the survey, along with Jose Maria Barrero of Instituto Tecnológico Autónomo de Mexico. Did I read that all right? And Stephen Davis of the University of Chicago. I think I got that right. We still don't see any change in these long social distancing numbers, which suggests this drop in labor force participation may be quite enduring. Should the researchers' predictions turn out to be true, that the labor force will be depressed for potentially years after the pandemic recedes, the implications for the world's largest economy and the Federal Reserve are substantial. A sharp drop in the labor force at the pandemic's start led to shortages of workers and products that have frustrated households, restrained economic growth, and helped push inflation to a 40-year high. The labor force has recovered significant ground since March and April of 2020, when the pandemic put about 22 million people out of work, and the labor force, consisting of both employed workers and job seekers 16 and older, fell by 8.2 million workers, or 5%. The ranks of employed workers as of March were 1.2 million shy of their pre-pandemic level, recovering faster than economists predicted 2 years ago. The labor force grew to 164.4 million workers, down just 174,000 from its pre-pandemic level. The rebound has been particularly sharp in recent months as the winter outbreak of Omicron variant of COVID-19 faded. Even with those gains, the U.S. is still missing about 3.5 million workers by the team's calculations. That figure represents the difference between the number of workers in March and how many there would be if the labor force had continued to grow at the pace it did from 2015 to 2019, absent the pandemic. And the research suggests progress could soon stall. If so, the labor force would remain depressed for longer than the Fed anticipates, potentially helping to keep inflation high. Chuck Lage, L-A-G-E, 63 years old, is among those who lost their jobs in the first 2 months of the pandemic in the spring of 2020. The Landberg, Pennsylvania resident was laid off from his position as a director of business planning for a nonprofit professional association. Mr. Lang has common variable immunodeficiency, or CVID, a genetic condition that prevents his body from producing antibodies to fight illnesses. Worried about getting sick, he retired early and has avoided almost all of his pre-pandemic activities, such as going out to eat, socializing. He plans to continue doing so for the foreseeable future. Though through a Facebook group for people with his condition, he learned that there are many people like him. One recent member posted a picture of a zebra, an animal that people with CVID have adopted as a sort of a mascot, sitting in the car looking out of the window. The world is moving on, Mr. Lage says. We're not able to yet. The fate of people such as Mr. Lage is at the heart of one of the economy's biggest puzzles. Whether certain adults will re-enter the labor force as the pandemic fades. Employers have struggled to find workers to meet strong consumer demand and have bid up workers' wages as a result. One of the several factors that pushed inflation to 4-decade highs of 8.5% in March. For each month over the past year, the team has anonymously surveyed 5,000 people, not always the same ones, aged 20 to 64, who earned at least $10,000 in the prior year. The survey asked whether they plan a full, partial, or no return to normal activities after the pandemic. Consistently, 1 in 10 have said they plan no return. In the early months of this year, when the Omicron variant was surging, that number rose to 13%. After controlling for work status, some of those people were working remotely, and other variables such as age and gender, the team concluded that roughly 3 million people are staying out of the workforce to remain socially distant. The team didn't ask health details such as whether those people have long COVID to avoid health privacy concerns. The other data suggests that fear of COVID remains an issue for some workers, but has fallen from higher levels earlier in the pandemic. The Census Bureau has surveyed adults throughout the pandemic, asking, among other questions, whether they didn't work in the past week because they were afraid of getting COVID or spreading it. That figure peaked at above 6 million people early in the pandemic, fell sharply a year ago after vaccines became widely available, and remained around 3 million for much of 2021. In mid-March 2022, the figure fell to 2.3 million from 3 million in February. Household savings rose to record highs over the pandemic as the federal government distributed the stimulus checks. Let me read that again. Household savings rose to record highs over the pandemic as the federal government distributed stimulus checks and enhanced unemployment benefits. Some economists think that sidelined workers will rejoin the labor force to cope with the surge in inflation as they spend down their savings. The Fed is counting on a further pickup in labor force participation as it attempts to bring inflation back down to its 2% target over the next 2 years without extremely aggressive rate increases. The hope is that a larger labor pool will alleviate the pressure on employers to raise wages at a pace that the Fed considers unhealthy in the long run. The number of people looking for work has been slow to respond to strong demand for workers for reasons that appear to be clearly related to the pandemic. Fed Governor Brainard said in an interview in a recent Wall Street Journal Job Summit. But what has been encouraging in the last few months of the employment reports is that we are seeing a rebound in participation. Fed officials have singled plans. They have singled plans to raise interest rates relatively quickly this year to a level closer to an estimated neutral setting that doesn't provide any economic stimulus. Brainard, who is awaiting Senate confirmation to serve as the Fed's vice chairwoman, cited the potential for an increase in workforce participation as a tailwind that could reduce the need for more aggressive interest rate increases, which otherwise would be needed to bring supply and demand into better balance. I expect those supply constraints to lift at the same time as we see demand moderating, and that is why we can expect to see the recovery sustained even we bring inflation down, she said. And there's your article. There's a very good article about the entire deal regarding the workforce, the American worker, the economy, and where we're at and where we might be at. An interesting take on all of that. I can also see where a lot of people are staying at home because they're being offered the chance to stay at home by their employers. Many employers have realized in the last year and a half, we don't need all these people at the office anymore. We do not need to have 500 people in a skyscraper in downtown wherever, where we are paying top dollar for rent for every square foot we're using. We can cut our head office space by half and cut our rent bill dramatically, saving the company millions of dollars, millions. And we can offer a smaller number of employees jobs working from home and the office than we had before, because the home employees are way more productive at home than they are in the office, which means people are getting more done in less time from home, and they don't have to hire as many bodies to do the job anymore. And yet the home employee is happy because they put in their 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, and they're getting a full day's work done in the comfort of their rec room or whatever they've set up, home office. And they're not commuting. That's 2 hours saved, one each way, easily 1 hour each way saved. They don't have to spend all the big money on the wardrobe anymore. They don't have to worry about meetings at the office and getting home late on a Friday night or whatever. They're at home. And this is the lifestyle that they are getting used to, and they like it. Employees are saving money, not commuting either. And that means more money for other activities instead. So more dollars for the kids, for soccer club, baseball teams, trips, paying down bills and debts. It's just made a huge difference. Yeah, this continues on. We are right now up 270 on the Dow. We've given up a little bit of ground here. We're looking at Twitter up 6 cents now, up 8 cents. It's come back a bit. Sextera still up 37 cents. Rocket Lab's gone negative, down 4 again. SoFi 696, not recovering. GameStop 147.27, down again, down 520 now. The low of the day 146.70, and we are approaching this a low again. It looks like we might be approaching a new low. We may just have hit one at 146.65 on GameStop. We're running into some paper. AMC down 95, backing off. Matterport backing off, down 29. ME falling, down 4. Spire is only up 3.5 now. We are on ATIP negative 2.5. Smart Rent only up a penny. We were higher than that. We're backing up right now. The Dow is up 266. That is definitely backing off. S&P is only up 6. It was up 20 a few minutes ago. NASDAQ down 116. That was only down 40 points. Now down 116. We're backing up. Oil up 74 cents to 103.30 right now. That is what's going on right at the moment. It is an interesting group of comments coming out there from these articles. And I know you guys are reacting to these comments and these articles. And I welcome you to doing it. Let's see what's going on here. Wait, yeah, says Austin, with all this giving people money stuff and supply chain issues, I'm literally shocked inflation is rampant. Christina's here. My goal is $500 a week in call contracts. This week so far, I've made a bit over $1,300. I hope this all goes well. Way to go, Christina. You're getting better at this. Nick, Uncle Bruce, I have shorted HD at 312, Home Depot, and CVNA at 95. I'll cover it when it drops a buck. I'm going to take $2,000 on each one of these guys. HD at 312, Home Depot right now. Home Depot is 312.22 right now, and it's backing up a little. It was as high as 315 today. That was this morning in the first half hour. It had a little rally, couldn't go above 313 even, 313.06. Now it's backing off from that. 312.15 right now as we are watching the markets give up some ground. The Dow up 253, still backing up. We're up 4 points on S&P, and we're down 121 on NASDAQ. So, Nick, you might have yourself a couple of trades here. Christina, last week I got $950 in profit. Maybe I should change my goal from $500 a week in profits to a higher goal, because last week you made $950 instead of $500. This week you're up $1,300 and something dollars. This week you're up $2,250 in 2 weeks. Nice going. Nice job. Nice going, Christina. I'm proud of you. John, can't wait for Gold Bagel members time tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern. It's prime time with Uncle Bruce. Tonight, 8 o'clock for Gold Bagel members. Become one of these guys right here. Join me tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern, just for you guys. We can talk all about your option trades, what's going on out there. We'll talk about today, this week, what's going to happen tomorrow. Keep it up, Christina. Way to go. Nick, nice profit. Christina, Rob, Christina, keep up the goal. Keep the goal low, and when you exceed your goal at the end of the year, you'll pay yourself a nice bonus. Rob, yes, she says, yes. Nick, any stock which goes up $5 at the end of the day gives up at least $1 on profit taking. That is my observation. There you go, my friend. Free thinker, laugh out loud. Yeah, they pay us too much. That's the reason for inflation. If they only paid us less, there'd be some hope for our economy. Don't forget to vote. Blaming workers for inflation. Isn't that something? How convenient. Free thinker, way down, a small recovery and then consolidation. I like it. Dave, the Mac guy, equally, companies that can afford to hire more from home staff to grow the business if they're saving on expensive downtown rent and parking. Exactly. Corporations are winning because people are working from home. They are winning. They're not losing. They win. If you don't have to provide office space for a third of your staff, half your staff, 2/3 of your staff, you don't have to provide parking, or you don't have to provide overheads. You don't have to provide all kinds of other expenses that you have to provide when downtown. You can get people to work from home instead. They use their electricity. They use their heat. They use their air conditioning. Companies are saving billions and billions of dollars, and they're cutting back on staff. One, they have to because they can't find it. But even then, they're finding that the best employees they have are way more efficient from home. They can cut back on the secondary staff. This is a win for corporate America. It's a win for corporate Canada. It's a win. Anyway, free thinker, they can literally work on in their pajamas. That's right, Clay. Everything else makes too much money except me. As a temporary embarrassed gazillionaire is a really toxic mindset of right wingers. Nick covered CVNA for a $1,400 profit already. Bought it back. Bruce made my money. Beautiful job. Beautiful, beautiful job. I love it. We're up 241 on the Dow right now. That's where we're at here. Home Depot 312.50 is where we're watching that one right now. Keeping an eye on these markets. Down on Twitter, 3 cents, 6 cents. Sextera still up 32. Rocket Lab down a dime. SoFi 696 down 45 cents. GameStop 147.20 down 5.26. The low of the day 146.65. We are 60 cents away from the low of the day on GameStop right now. 17.80 and dropping on AMC. Zed, I sold a Goldman Sachs 310 put. You wrote one that expires May the 20th. I sold it for $11. I could buy it back for today for $2.15. What should I do? Buy it back. Buy it back right now. That is a great profit. That is a fantastic profit. Just buy it back. Just buy it back. Wait. Do nothing. Stock backs off. Write another one. Do it again. Buy it back. KW, hello from Seattle. How you doing? How's it going? Nice to see you from Seattle. Oh my goodness gracious. 147.42 on GameStop. 80 odd cents away from the low of the day on the GameStop. The volume today on GameStop right now, 465,000 shares. We are really low. We're not even going to do 2 million shares today. This thing is collapsing on participation. We're going lower. We're going to go lower without any volume. We're going lower. Sorry, but that's going to happen. There is no volume. A 9-pound taco. I should find my Zoom. Okay. There's only Zool, just so you know, there's only Zool. But whatever you got to find it. 245 gain on the Dow, 3-point gain on S&P. We're backing off. 132 drop on NASDAQ. We're backing up. Oil dropping again. 102.80, still up 24 cents, but it's backing off. Even with supplies dropping, oil is dropping. The double whammy. Most interesting. See what's going on here. Man, oh man, oh man. There's opportunities to write options, kids. There are opportunities to write options. Have been all morning. Man, oh man, oh man. Look at that. Savannah only up 42 cents. Opportunities galore. Home Depot is 312.65. We're not going anywhere. IBM 879 gain. The only one finally had a breakout. 137.94 finally. But you could probably write 140s. Microsoft 286 up $1. Nothing. Apple down 77 cents. I told you the day ain't over on Apple. It's down 77, and they drop a lot faster than they go up, man. They drop a lot faster than they go up. 166.69 on Apple, the high of the day. 168.86. Did any of you write options? Did any of you listen to me? Anybody? Anyone? We're going down on Apple. Goldman 766 gain, 343. You can write 345s. You can write 350s. Cisco 5288 up 105. It's backing off. It's coming back. So look at Facebook down 1598 again. Down 80 on Amazon. Down 31 on Tesla. Down 35 on Google. Going down. We're going down. We're going down. We're down 237 on the Dow. We're going lower. I think we're going lower. Just saying. What could I say? We're going lower. It is what it is. GameStop 147.45, down $5.02 on GameStop on virtually no volume. Just nothing burger today. A nothing burger. Down now 236 on the gain. We've given up, I think, over 100 or more, haven't we? The high was 35,265. We're at 35,153. So that's 108 points lower in 20 minutes, 30 minutes. A third of the gain today has been evaporated on the Dow. Just gone. Were we going to lose? Are we going to drop more? Maybe. As I say, Folks are going to cash out this morning, sit back, wait for the afternoon, maybe get in tonight, get in tomorrow, maybe not. We'll see. I don't know. But we're backing up. 698 on SoFi, 147.45 on GameStop with no action at all, just dead in the water. Flatlining. Okay. There it is. I'm going to be on this afternoon at 3 o'clock, the final hour trading today. I will be on tonight, 8 o'clock, prime time with Uncle Bruce. Join me for both shows coming up. Let's follow these markets together. The Dow now only up 230, still slipping back a little more. Red coming in here. The Nasdaq, the S&P is only up 2.8, and the Nasdaq down 133. We are backing up here right now. That is what's going on. Zed, oh my God, how many shares are enough? SoFi 695, another 50 for the war chest. Just for every share you buy now, I guarantee you, when these are 25 a share, you're going to say, I didn't buy enough. I didn't buy enough, no matter how many you got. That is the old expression in the market. I didn't buy enough when they went down there. And others will say, I sold at 24, it went to 26, I sold too soon. I shouldn't have sold so soon. That's the market. John, thanks everybody. You got it, John. Thank you for being here so much. 147.10 on GameStop now. 147.24. We're coming in. Stock is coming in on GameStop again. It's backing up a little more. It's beginning to back off. We might be only about 50 cents away from the low of the day on GameStop as stock is coming in for sale right now. Jumping around. SoFi, $7, hanging on. The Dow up 236. Not running away at all. We're backing off. We'll see. Well, I'm done buying SoFi for now, says Dave the Mac guy. I got to leave some cash reserves in the war chest. There you go. It's all good, my friend, however you want to play it. But when that sucker is $25, you'll go, why didn't I buy more of that stuff? What's wrong with me? Should have bought that stuff. Jeez. What am I not doing right here? Oh, my gosh. We're down. We're now at 232 for the gain on the Dow, down from about 350 a while ago. Okay. There it is, folks. I'm going to pack this in. Thank you for joining me today and hanging out with me this morning. Congratulations to all of you who are option writers. You are about to cash in some nice money the next couple of days. I think so. We're going to keep following all of these activities, and we'll see what's going on. Join me at 3 o'clock. We'll be back for more fun. And tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern, Gold Bagel members, come on in there. Thank you for the thumbs ups. We now have 275 thumbs ups on this telecast from the audience. I appreciate this so much. 220 of you here, 275 thumbs ups. You guys are troopers. I really appreciate these thumbs ups. They really make a difference. If you're watching on a rerun, hit the thumbs up button for me, even on rerun. It's important. If you're kind of bored, go to my channel, to all the videos I've made in the last 3 months. Hit the thumbs ups on every one of them if you haven't done so already. Help out the thumbs up numbers on every one of my videos that I've made, every live show. I love you for that. Okay, that's it. 222 gain now on the Dow. We're backing off. 220-point gain. We're coming down. Oil only up 7 cents now. We're backing off yet again. I'll see you guys later today at 3 o'clock. And I appreciate it. Thumbs from Vernon. Credit Savage. Take it easy, Uncle B. Goody. Thank you, buddy. Aurora, Scott, thank you. All of you, thank you. 146.93 on GameStop. We're now 33 cents away from the low of the day. We broke the 147 support barrier again, went right through it, and it's coming down. It's coming down in price. 146.93, and it's backing off right now on GameStop. 478,000 shares. That's it. Not even 500,000 traded. And we're down here 554. We're going red on GameStop. Okay. See y'all later. I'm your doobie. Zach, thanks again, Uncle B. See y'all at the Bagel Farm. You got it, guys. 3 o'clock today. We'll be here. We'll follow this market together right to the end. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.